Stomp. I think I made a lot of mistakes, but I want to review it with you really fast, not the whole game.
Yeah.
And then I have another one with Spectre that I think I did good. I know why I lost, but I want to know if I could do better
Yeah, sure.
because that was a win game.
Sure.
So I'm gonna send you the first one that with PA that is pretty fast. I want to know how to play without a support because in that game I feel like my support did nothing for me, and I got stunned because maybe bad decisions, pretty bad decisions, or doesn't know that Slardar can kill me so hard. So that's the idea.
Okay.
This game was yesterday, I think.
Do you see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see your mouse.
Yeah, you cannot see my mouse.
Uh,
It doesn't work.
so you need to. Yeah, you can share your screen.
Uh,
Oof. The volume
yeah.
is pretty high.
Volume of the game.
Yes. Wow. Oof. A lot high.
Hope it's gonna be fine with the spells and stuff.
No, it's pretty high. I
Still
think you
high?
have to down in the game sound and the two options game sound and
Okay,
yeah.
do you still hear something?
I do hear, but
Is it better now?
yeah, a little bit better.
Okay, then I guess I'm gonna mute it absolutely, I guess. Like, then I hear literally zero, but okay.
I can see your mouse. I don't know why. Now I can see it. Oh, that's my mouse. I don't. Oh, it's my mouse. Never mind.
Okay, so, okay, is it fine now?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so the way how, so laning stage, yeah? Um, the way how like Slardar wins how does he like win the lane? What do you think?
Right clicking me.
Yeah, he like he wants to right click, then he gets the fourth right click, and that's how he wins. So, the way how to counter it is like not being near him. So you can like last it with daggers in laning stage, or constantly check like when he has his fourth hit if you want. Yeah, you don't trade that well. I wouldn't be even that aggressive. It's not worth. Like imagine if the Slardar is imagine if this imagine if the Slardar is like near the CM, and that would mean that you would die because this guy slows you and the Slardar hits you, and it's very dangerous. Or like you would get low HP, not die, but you
Yeah,
would
I
get low
I
HP.
think I didn't thought about the what killed me in that game
Yeah, so
and how they killed me. I think that was my mistake.
yeah, plus since you have like ogre support, it's kind of awkward because the way how ogre is supposed to be played is like sometimes he goes like in front of you and he's like your shield because he's very tanky. And
Are you recording this?
yeah, I'm recording this.
Okay, thank you.
And so he doesn't like work much versus Slardar because Slardar actually wants people to come near him, right? So it like they countering you guys strategy. So I would say either change support, but you guys don't have much better. This one isn't much better. So yeah, so what you can do is try to not go in when he has the fourth hit. and yeah, farming with Q, and possibly even just telling your ogre maybe even to like fuck that, we're not gonna kill them and let me just like bloodlust and I'm gonna chill here. But yeah, like this is still fine. So okay, yeah, so definitely don't do this, especially when you don't have your ogre near. Like you are not that strong. Like PA is usually not strong in laning stage at all. Like think about her as very hard carry. Like even her dagger doesn't deal that much damage. It's not that efficient to kill people, or to damage people. Only time when it's okay is when you literally like kill the guy, like when you go all in. Otherwise, it doesn't deal that much damage. It's very, very low damage. Doesn't do almost anything. Plus, they can get stakes versus you, and you just giving them charges. So I wouldn't be aggressive with PA that much at all. I would mainly focus all the CSs. So first thing also in my what I have in mind, yeah, you usually love the raid band. So let's see what you're gonna buy. Yeah, this shouldn't happen at all. Now think about like bounties as you don't like fuck the bounties, like mainly focus on like if you're stronger or not, if you can win the trade of HPs, something like that. It's like the
Okay.
bounties that's like, let's say it's secondary for you. Because
Okay.
like even though it's not absolutely correct, it's like yeah, like think about it like can you win the trade? If you cannot, just ignore the bounties. Like have that discipline. Like fuck that. Because what you can also do is just split the powers, and if they are going for this rune, you can still like be on the high ground and try to snatch their rune. Not in this case, but sometimes. Not in this case. In this case I wouldn't do that. I would just ignore everything. I would just stand on the high ground and I would go back to my creeps because they are just too powerful. But still, like sometimes you have that option. PA is not that powerful. Ogre is also not that like they are not stronger than the CM and Slardar. They're just not. Also, I wouldn't buy the Salve. It's just not efficient in terms of like gold. I would rather buy tangos, like another tangos, or more. In your case, I would buy more damage, meaning the slippers, for example, or something, just to boost your right click damage, so you have more chance of last hitting creeps. It's just that salves they don't give enough health now. They like change them so it takes longer time to regen up, and also they give you like less HP. I would only buy them when enemy has like burst, like insta bursts of damage, and only in some cases. Um,
Okay.
Once they have like the slider like hits you and pokes you, he only pokes you. He just stuns, like procs the stun, and that's it. Right? That's his damage. And CM just kills you, and that's it. And right clicks you 2 times. It's not that they gonna like burst you from 100 to 0. They can only burst you from 100 to 0 when you're here, and you don't need salve for it.
Okay.
So, okay, so yeah. Also, what is cool, what you can like do when you're like blocking creeps, scary, is just to tell your support to stand like here somewhere to tell you if they are blocking or not. Just so you have the perfect block, because you cannot block that well, that much, if you don't know if enemy are blocking. Because if they are not blocking, it's gonna go on your tower, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we need to always tell like our support to check if they are blocking or not. By the way, just cool trick. If your support doesn't know that, which they usually won't know, sometimes what they do is they know that they should be blocking, so they will start blocking, And if they are starting to blocking, or you see them going here as support and your carry, then you can actually do the support's job and just walk here and check if they are blocking or not. And sometimes if yeah, sometimes it's worse, but like it's still possible to do it this way. And sometimes enemies even let you to block their creeps if your support over blocks, so you can actually block the enemy's creeps. I use this like in lower tier. You might sometimes use it. It's just like it's not like it shouldn't happen in better games. Like that carry would be able to do that much. But yeah, sometimes you can do this trick. Okay, I will rewind one second. Okay, this can be I would always like the range creeps. I would always Q them because Q gives you a little bit more damage, right?
Okay.
And uh, range creeps are like so essential. You need to uh, use every technique possible to get them, so they don't deny it. So you need to queue it, no matter what. Even if I would be standing super near, I would still queue it. Like fuck my right click. I need as much damage as possible to have 100% chance of getting the creep. It's so essential. So here, what I'm thinking about this lane, only way how you're gonna die is if the lane is gonna go forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not gonna like kill you with the combo of right click, right click, right click, stun, right click, right click, right click, because you will be a long time under your tower and they cannot do that. They cannot follow you there. So only time when they can kill you is actually if it's gonna go forward. So that's the reason why I wouldn't shove it into them in the first minute, because in first minute nobody can solve it, like nobody can fix it in any way. Normal way how it can be fixed is by pulling, right? Like you're gonna fix it and get your creeps back to near your tower, but nobody can pull in first minute because there are no creeps spawning. So that's why I wouldn't push it into them in first wave at all. Never. Like it's already a disaster if it happens. So I will look back and see why it happened. Maybe Ogre did it, but we will see. Oh, okay. So they blocked it, so they put the range creep in front. Yeah, unfortunate. That's why it's essential for like your support to block the range creep. Because if he blocked it, you would have like higher chance that it wouldn't push into them. But yeah, okay, happens. So now when it happens, yeah, let's see what you're gonna do. This is fine. This is all good. I would aggro. Well, do you see this creep? And this guy is running at you. I can revive for you. That's the time when you should like aggro, because you know that you don't want to get, like, if possible you don't want to be near the slider, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's running at you, right?
Yeah.
And what we should be looking at are two things. First is which creep is about to die. That's always like that. Like that's your focus number one, right? In laning stage every time. Like which creep is about to die. We look at him. We see how much HP it has. And second thing is Slardar running at us? Because that's his win condition, right? Is he doing that? And if he does that, then we want to avoid it. So how are we gonna do the both things at the same time? Only way how I see you gonna avoid his aggression
Hit.
upon you is, well, a hit wouldn't solve it though, because if you hit it, Slardar would still be able to hit you. And while you're farming, yeah, yes, you would farm. That's true,
No, I
but
mean his aggression. His goal is to hit me.
oh
That's what
yeah, 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 oh
I
yeah,
was
yeah,
trying to say.
oh yeah. So
Yeah.
we
So I have to pull aggro there.
yeah, there's no other option. Like I can just like, so you see it and get into your brain. I'm just gonna rewind. You will like see it on YouTube, but still. See, this is immediately, see like how he's like, oh, I'm gonna hit you, PA, I'm gonna hit you. So what you're gonna do is immediately right now would aggro and move bottom right corner. Why bottom right
Mm-hmm.
corner? Is just because, well, it's actually up to you, but yeah, usually I go bottom right. It's just based on how much HP this creep has, because if you put it under tower, he's gonna right click. it and he might like deny it or something. I just want to put it bottom right, but yeah, that's the detail. The main part is try to aggro. Again, same here, right? I know that this isn't like super safe for me because I'm 2v1 right now, right? So what I want to
Hmm.
do is I want to aggro this low HP creep. I want to put this low HP creep to be as far from the enemies as possible, so I have free time of laser kitting it for free. Like I don't care about denies, of course, right? Like why would I care about denies? Like respect their strength, right? I don't care about denies. I'm not able to deny their creeps. Like there's no way, right? I'm 1v. This is 1v2 scenario. So what I want to do is get as much creeps without getting damaged. So constantly aggro, 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 aggro. There's no other option. So aggro the creeps. So let's see what you do. Yeah, you're not doing it. See, like, and that creep is
I'm
too close.
trying. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
aggro there,
yeah. But you need like immediately, like
but
immediately.
I'm too far from the crypts, I think.
You're not
Or
too
or
far. You're
I'm
not too
right
far.
clicking him before getting to the crypts, I think.
Yeah, but you did like 2 seconds too late. Like you need to do it immediately. Like yeah, like immediately. Plus with PA you have like advantage of you can actually do it when even the creep is like let's say half HP. Like some heroes they need to do it like on exact times because they have only one try to last hit the creep because they have only one right click, right? So in order for enemies to not chase the creep and deny it, they have only one try to right click the creep. But with PA, you have actually two tries to right click the creep in a way. So you can actually do it even preemptively. You can do
Okay.
it even way sooner. But still, even as any hero, even if you played different hero that didn't have this option, I would still aggro it sooner than you did in this case. I can tell you even exact time. I'm gonna like stop it and tell you. Right now, I would aggro. Right now, I'll aggro the small creep. You don't have to aggro all the creeps. You can just aggro the one creep there.
Okay.
And this is approximately the distance that it allows you to aggro. What you can do, I think it's like I don't know, 300 units range of aggro. Maybe you can Google it. I think it's 300, but I'm not sure. I just know it by feel. So you can go like into commands and just type it here, like the range. I don't know what's the exact thing, but it's gonna like display, yeah, Dota range display, and then write the number, something like that, and it's gonna like show you the circle, and you can practice the aggro because that's gonna help you
Okay.
in every single lane when you where you are behind, like where you are, in unfavorable scenarios, because that's usually one of the ways, one of the only way to get the creeps. So another thing what should happen if this ogre is like away and stuff, you can tell him to pull at 114. Like just pull it.
Yeah.
Okay, here's some yeah, ogre, okay, let's move on. Yeah, there okay, now you did it. Nice, we got one creep. And again for these creeps when they're about to ah
Yeah, that was a mistake.
whatever. I guess it worked. Like
Yes, it
like
was too risky.
oh
Maybe because I did it because Slardar was level one. I remember now. But you're gonna see a
yeah,
lot of mistakes in this lane
yeah,
by my
yeah.
part.
You got level two before they got level two,
Mm-hmm.
so that's why you did it. Plus, you had fairy fire, so I don't mind it that much. But if you wanted to do it like perfectly, you could have like eat tango while you're doing that. Like that would be amazing if you did it, because
Yeah, I'm not healing.
that would make you like that play like super good. So this is good,
Okay.
right? Like you got level two. This is amazing. uh, when this is happening and I see I have two range creeps, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we already established that if it's gonna push into them, like only way how I'm gonna die is if the lane is gonna end up here, right? Like I
Mm-hmm.
cannot die here. I cannot die here. I can always farm with Qs aggro the creeps. They cannot chase me under tower. I can always survive, let's say. But here, I cannot do that. So I might die. Like, very likely I might die, or I would need, like, somebody behind me to constantly W him or something. It's not worth it. It's bad. So, the closer it is to the enemy tower, it's always more dangerous. That's how it is. So,
Yeah, I got it.
yeah, but if I see that I have two range creeps, now I have, like, some options. Even though it's not super clear, I would say that right now I would shove it into them because you cannot fix it. I don't think you can fix it. You have just two range creeps. That's too many creeps, and it's not going to be fixable. So what I would do, I would change the plan, and I would actually do the opposite. Like, since you cannot already fix it, why not shove it for like even more into them? Because if you do that, then we have possibility of poolings. Like, it makes you it makes it way easier to pull something because enemies are occupied with creeps.
Okay,
The, um, that's
got it.
usually how I do it. Like, it doesn't have to be like proper, but that's how I do it. And I do it especially when somebody in the lane dies and when I cannot fix it. When I cannot
Okay,
fix the lane. So I would right click, right click, right click in a way. This could have been avoided. Like, he just walked at you and right click you one time, right? They just position,
yeah,
to the right side and it would be better. So here, this is exception. It's 2v1 scenario, right? And do you remember how I told you about that your Q's doesn't deal damage and stuff?
yes.
So this is exception because it's gonna slow him, and while he's slowed, like, creeps and your ogre will gonna burst him. So when this is like scenario 2 versus 1 plus many creeps, I would Q him. Like, it's worth of your Q. Like, it's gonna deal some
Okay,
damage. Yeah, too late, but yeah. Focus on creeps. That's never worth. Like, this is never worth. Like, once this guy threw his W or whatever, and you cannot kill him. Don't chase him. Don't deal damage. There's not,
hmm,
like, once you cannot kill him, just don't do this. It's already too late. Like, focus on creeps that are about to die, because it's always about, like, what you gonna lose if you do this play. If you do this play, you're gonna lose two creeps, right?
yes.
Let's say. So it's not worth. It's just not worth. Like, two
Hmm,
creeps are too much. Like, it's all about creeps. So what should happen is do it immediately, stifling the aggravated hit, right? And when creep is about to die, you should usually back off. Like,
okay,
or I will even perfect. I will even say it like even more deeply, or more like my thought process. My thought process is doing it immediately when all the creeps are not about to die because they are full HP. Do as much damage as possible, and while I'm doing this damage, I'm keep an eye on the creep that is about to die, and
okay,
that is my timer to tell me, oh, I should back off and get that creep. Like, I should be there in time to get that creep. And only time I don't go for that creep is when the enemy is dying and I'm gonna kill him. That's it. But if he's
okay,
not dying, this is my main line. My main line is always the creeps. Only time I change it is if I see, oh, this guy is 50 HP. I'm gonna rather kill him than get the creep. But that's the only time. So if I see him is like 60% HP, like, I ignore him. Like, fuck that. Like, I cannot kill him.
okay.
So here, this is already, you see, one creep missed.
Yeah, I lost one crit
Yeah,
there.
fuck this. Yeah, and all the creeps
And I'm
missed.
thinking about the creeps
Yeah,
right there,
yeah.
but
Creeps.
but
Always
I don't
creeps.
remember if I lost them.
Always
Let's check.
creeps. Always creeps. Creeps. Also, what could have happened, like, once you're getting these creeps, you can tell your ogre, go here, hit these creeps, and pull it towards the right side,
Okay,
because that would, like, pull it, and you would got some more creeps. Let's say it will be
okay.
decent. Okay. This is just too bad.
Yeah, I died there. I think
Uh,
I died.
what you could have done, because this was overextension and then the other guy also overextended. What you could have done, you could have kept running away and then you would dagger him from distance.
Yes. Also, I didn't use my fire fire,
And
so
you,
that
yeah,
was
and
bad.
yeah,
I was pretty mad.
yeah, but with PA, yeah, with PA, you you have time
You
to,
kite. I have to kite.
yeah, like you can just walk back, and still he cannot run away from you. Like this has some kind
Yeah,
of range,
and my
right?
ogre will kill
you
him.
you can use it anytime you want. Literally, like it's like this
Yeah.
guy can still keep running away, and you can still like even chill, wait, la di da, and still don't have to use dagger because it has some sort of range, right? Same with Phantom
Yes.
Strike. You don't have to do it when he's near you. Like he's getting
Hmm.
damage. Imagine it this way. Like let him go to the worst place of like worst position possible. If he's still going
Yeah.
forward, why not let him even forward more? Like
Yes.
there's it's
He has
like,
like 10 creeps killing him.
yeah, like
So it was my
let,
bad.
let him
Hmm.
die for himself. Let him die by himself. Like it's like. Mm, what would I like compare it to? Mm, it's like, mm, yeah, basically when you can turn anytime you want at him, like why not like let the guy go even to your tier 2 towers and just die by himself? Yeah, like whenever you can turn,
Yeah.
basically, yeah, just
And he didn't die.
yeah. Also, I think I wouldn't buy threats immediately. I think I would buy the raid band. I like raid bands on Phantom Assassin. It just makes your right click stronger to last hit, your Q stronger. It boosts your HP, anything like that, like boosts a little bit your HP. It makes you less killable because you're gonna constantly get the evasion, and everything is good about raid bands. Like threats are not efficient enough because you have like 6 slots and they need to be filled. Like even when you're gonna like no matter what you're gonna do, no matter if you're gonna stay lane or if you're gonna go jungle or if you're gonna kill people, minimum one small item is always better than just threats usually. Special,
Okay.
especially on agility he carries like this, like one item minimum. And I would say one would be nice here because they're gonna cast spells. Like the CM is like spamming spells usually. Slardar sometimes also like cast some spells, so one would be nice, or stake at least. So raid bands, and then I would go stake or something like that
Okay.
before threats. It's like your PA also. So even though how to counter Slardar is little bit have movement speed, that's little bit true, but that wouldn't win you this lane. Like you want to have the right clicks to farm more. You don't need boots. Your PA, right? You can always blink to your creeps or to your teammate or something. You don't
Okay.
need that speed. Plus, is your goal to fight them here? Like is your or like is your goal to farm here? I don't think so. Like, so you don't need boots. Your aim is to be under your tower. So I wouldn't buy boots immediately, even though it sounds smart. I would rather go the raid bands.
Okay.
Okay, this is all good. So while I'm like laseting the last creep or something, what I do is, even though I have free camera, I don't think you watch it. I already am gonna assume is that I would look here and see what's happening here, just to know like if it's gonna push towards me or if it's not gonna push towards me, so I know what's the situation. uh, Also, what you could have done is, there's a cool trick actually. What you might have done is, either with the last creep I would be standing in middle of my screen and just cue the last creep. And why do you think I would do that? Because like we established that we don't want to lane meet here, right? If we don't do anything, where is lane gonna meet? What do you think? Based on your creeps that you see here and based on creeps that you see here, when is?
Near their tower.
Yeah, somewhere like here
Hmm.
probably.
Yeah. Like
S-
where the flags are.
Uh, where
Maybe a little
the
bit further.
Well, in the middle of my screen, basically, somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, we can. I can like show you. I can put
Yeah,
like
I didn't
so.
see the clock, but I could pull there.
Yeah, exactly. So you can actually do it for yourself, right? If your support is not
Hmm.
doing, or he missed it probably, and
Yeah, he missed it.
even if he didn't miss it, do you mind that he didn't miss it? Well, he pulls this. I don't mind. I can still pull this, right? Like these
Hmm.
three creeps, right? Why not?
Yeah. Okay, so you say I go to the hard camp, I pull it, and then I kill the last creep with my Q.
You can do it this way, but that's very difficult. I wouldn't say that. I would say that you don't have time for that. Like if you look at this, you don't have time for that. You
But
would
how do
waste.
I
Yeah, how to do
pull
it?
this
There's two
this
options.
trigger?
Yeah, there's two options. I would choose probably the option with just right clicking it and being at the top, and then I would walk as fast as possible, and I would queue this creep here because I have ward here,
Oh,
right?
okay.
It's
Okay.
easy.
Okay.
So I would queue it, and they would go to me, and plus try to queue the small satyr. Actually the big one,
Hmm.
I think. And
Okay.
actually it doesn't
I
matter.
will have that tip for
The
the next
the
games.
main focus is don't use it on the small creep. It's just that the small creep has the range attack, right? So
Hmm.
you don't want to slow him, but that's detail. I don't care. Yeah. So even though the dagger has like lower range, like they changed the range, I think it would be possible to do it. But at least you would try, you know. Like then you learn from
Yeah.
it if it's possible. But you would try, you know. So
Okay.
last it and then Q. Another solution is queue this last creep and then just right click and move to the right side. That's
Oh,
another
okay.
solution.
Yeah.
And the last
Hmm.
solution is just ignore this creep, this melee creep, and just pull it like without laseting it. But I wouldn't do the third option. That's not good. Like in
Hmm.
order to get more farm, you are losing farm. That's not good.
Yes. Okay.
Plus,
Got
yeah,
it.
yeah. And why we would be doing that? Why we said that we would be doing that? Do you remember why we
Because
said?
we don't want to be so farther in the lane because they're gonna kill me easily,
Exactly,
and I won't be
exactly,
able to farm.
exactly.
Hmm.
And and now we're
And I
gonna
think
see
I
what's
died
gonna.
there.
Yeah, now
I
we're
think I
gonna see
died
what's
there.
gonna happen. You will see that
Hmm.
creeps will meet, and it's gonna
I
be
think they kill me.
pretty awful. Okay, this
I
guy
was too
may.
aggressive in that
Yeah,
lane.
this guy missed pull. By the way, what I would do if you miss the pull, you can still solve it. How can you solve it right
Tell
now?
my support to pull at 45, or I'll do it.
Yes, but he already missed it. He missed it. But
Oh, and it's blocked.
look at the creeps right now where they are, like these creeps and your ogre. How can you fix it right now?
Um, I could stop the creeps, my own creeps,
Like blocking
try
them?
to stop it, or
Like
like
blocking?
blocking them, or I try
Blocking?
to
Yeah. So
aggro my creeps. But it's pretty
uh,
dangerous. I think
uh,
that I tried to
uh,
aggro there and I died. I
oh,
think that's what I did
oh, like aggro enemy creeps, you mean?
because yeah,
Y-
because Crystal Maiden killed me. I think
Yes.
she has a stun.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think she froze me.
yeah. Like they will not let you to aggro
That's
these
what happened
creeps.
there. I think
Yeah, that would be very
I can't
aggressive
remember
play.
very well, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Plus, it still won't like solve it that much. Like, yes, you can maybe aggro it towards your range creep, but still, where will the lane gonna meet? What do you think if you actually manage to do it? If they somehow let you and you're gonna kill this range creep with your aggro towards the range creep,
Hmm.
where the lane is gonna meet? What do you think? Is it gonna meet here in the middle of
No.
my? It's still gonna meet like somewhere here, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't solve that much. Like you have too many
Yeah.
creeps here, it doesn't solve anything.
We
So
have to pull.
the blocking, you mentioned also blocking. The blocking would be possible, but again, creeps will meet probably around here. And if
Yeah.
enemies are smart, what will they do if you will
Block
be
it too.
blocking? Mm, well,
And
okay,
not
yes,
showing
but
the lane.
what they gonna do is they will not try to shove it into, meaning they will
Hmm.
wait on the last moment
To
to
last
get
hit,
the last
yeah,
hit exactly, just to like
yeah.
prolong the wave of not coming into.
Yes, because they want the lane right there where
Exactly, like
where it is at.
yeah, they
They are
want it.
winning the lane right now.
Yeah, they want it to the place where you don't want it. That's usually the
Yeah,
case. So yeah,
I agree.
so when we establish this, the only way how you're gonna solve it in this scenario is again pulling this towards these creeps, right?
Yes.
Can your support do it right now on this situation? In this
No,
situation,
they can't.
he
He
cannot.
can't block. He can't block.
Uh,
He already missed the creep wave.
uh,
He can try to pull,
uh,
but they are pushing the lane, and maybe when he got the pool gonna meet their creeps too.
yeah, so that's also option, but I would say he has no chance of pulling even. He's just behind creeps. Like
Yeah, he's
he's
behind the creeps. He
like
cannot fix it.
even if he ignites these creeps, it's gonna be too slow. Like
Yeah,
it's
it has to be me. It
yeah,
has to be me.
yeah,
Mhm.
it has to be exactly. Even
Yeah.
if there was like one creep here, well, you can still go for it. But I would like if you ever come up into scenario when there was like decision between pulling that would solve you the issue of not dying and having constantly lane here, here, here. I would an option of getting one last hit. I would rather pull than get the one last hit
Yes, I could pull there.
because
I
this
could
is essential.
pull the lane there.
This,
I was the only one who could
this
pull it there.
yeah, and this must be
Now
done.
I see it.
It must
Hmm.
be done. It must be done.
Yes.
If it's not gonna be done, you're not gonna get the next wave full of creeps.
Yes.
So even if
Okay.
there is one creep about to die, and you're thinking, oh, should I last it or pull? And I don't have time for both. I need to pull. It's
Okay.
like you're trading one CS for four CSs, and
Yes.
even another future CSs. Because at some point somebody has to pull.
Yes.
It has to be done. Otherwise, it's never gonna come to your tower ever, unless enemy fucks up. Unless enemy again doesn't know what they should be doing and they shove it into you like retards.
Yeah.
If they do it,
Yeah.
yes, but you cannot count on that, and you shouldn't play based on like, oh, I'm gonna assume that they gonna fuck up. Like,
Yeah.
it's never gonna like improve you.
Hmm.
So you try the
So
aggro, very
yeah.
aggressive
Yeah, I
play. I
tried to
wouldn't
aggro
do
there.
it. Also,
Yeah,
someone missed
and I
it.
got
Yeah.
and I knew it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got.
Yeah, so now it's
That's right.
unfixable. So right now what I would do, like it's unfixable for 30 seconds. So what I would be doing right now is getting as much creeps as possible with my Q, especially if these
Hmm.
guys are letting me. I would constantly try to aggro, aggro, aggro. But while I'm doing that, what do you think is in my head?
I have to pull at 45.
You need
At
to pull at
55.
some point, exactly, because otherwise
Hmm.
you cannot it's not gonna be fixed. So you need to
Yes,
pull it.
and my support is pushing the lane with
Yeah,
his
but
W.
yeah, but you know, like but the better thing that he should have been doing is pulling the small cam because that's
Hmm.
harder
To pull
to
for me.
destroy like by enemies like to
Yeah, they
uh,
have to work a lot
yeah. Plus they
to
don't know if
contest.
he's pulling and stuff sometimes,
Yeah, and
especially in
also
low
they have
HPs.
creeps in the wave, so they won't go there. They will be farming the creep wave,
Yeah.
and we will be able to fix the
Plus
lane a
plus
little bit.
plus experience is not being shared like with enemies, and it's gonna
Yeah,
be only
and
for
getting all
your
the
team.
experience there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he should be
Okay.
doing that. You can also tell him to do that if you want, like even in this scenario, because that's in my head. Like in my head, yes, they are CSs, but all like I went into this lane with assumption of what shouldn't supposed to happen, otherwise I'm gonna die. Like what can kill me? Like what is there kill potential, and only the kill potential is him right clicking me, and how he can right click me is if the lane is gonna be here. I I mentioned it at the beginning of this laning, right? Like
Yes.
I didn't mention it like right now. I knew it from the beginning. Like how
Yes.
should I aim to play this lane out? So I know that in my head it should be this, and exactly this, and nothing else except let's say the creeps. Like when
Okay.
some creep is low HP, I want to farm it. So yeah. So yeah, like right now, Ogre, go
Okay.
pull. And if he doesn't do that, I'm farming while I'm keeping an eye on these creeps because I know that once. Oh, do you know, by the way, when you can like pull these creeps, like
Yeah,
the.
at 55.
Okay, I actually don't know even the timings. I just do it approximately. It's just like when these creeps meet, meet the tower. Like when one creep is above the tower. Like when my mouse is, you will see on the.
Hmm.
Uh, uh, then you can like pull and
Okay.
it's gonna work out. And of course, if you pull it like bottom right, it's harder but still possible. And like the if the line is like shorter, the easier it is. So the easiest it is to pull it like from here towards right side. But
Okay.
of course, it's easier for enemies to stop it, right? The closer it
Yeah.
is to
I
enemies.
usually pull it at 55, and the and the camp gets stuck too.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
So
yeah, that's gonna
yeah.
happen usually. Yeah. Okay. Aggro, aggro, aggro again. Like same, see how close you are? You need to like aggro from further distance. This is just too close. Yeah, you aggroing, nice, but yeah, it needs to be larger distance. Try to uh, practice it with larger distance. But it was super close. Like it was on the absolute edge of Slardar being able to hit you. And guess what? In higher tier games, what's gonna happen? The CM will immediately slow you. That's what's gonna happen. So Slardar
Hmm.
will actually have option to hit you because you aggroed just too close to him. That's
Okay.
like so like unforgiving in higher and higher tiers. Again, same thing. Even here, I would still aggro, right? It's close to
Yeah.
Slardar. Do I want to like waste my dagger for it? I don't want to if I don't have to. So if I have option to aggro it, why not do it, right?
Yeah.
Even if this creep still is the same. Oh, I wouldn't jump the CM. Look at his position, right? So we started this lane with the assumption of I know that this is the place where they can kill me, so I wouldn't ever actually even fight them here because I know that this is the place where they can kill me. That's first thing. Second thing, look at this position. Right, you jump
Yes, I'm
her
dead.
when she has billion creeps, right?
Yeah, I'm dead there.
Well, well, this guy look at his levels, right? Like he leveled up Arcane Aura, he did level up Crystal Nova at level 1, so you might not be dead, but it's still like goddamn fucking awful like to do this. Like if
She
he
has
had
10, 10 sticks, so
yeah, yeah, but he should
and
have level
yeah, I
he
should see at my enemy items more
uh
before do that. I went aggressive and I didn't check. I think I didn't
uh
check her.
yeah, like that's also like that can yeah, okay. But
If I see that 10 sticks, maybe I will think I won't be able to kill her.
yeah,
So I
that's
just kill her instead of the Slardar, and I go creep aggro because I don't think I can save my support.
yeah, once are usually the stuff. Once and fairy fires are the game changer in fights. That's true. Also, sometimes the raindrops, and stuff like that. But in this case, in this particular case, what I want you to like think of is like fuck the CM items. That's like secondary. The main idea is like having idea how this lane should supposed to be played because um, that's gonna like avoid you all the deaths.
Simplify my
Yeah,
gameplay.
just simplify it. Like, so what? You
Mhm.
not maybe there will be some one time when there was guy and you could have killed him. Who cares? Yeah, like who cares?
Yeah,
Like it's not
the
about
main
like
thing is scripts.
yeah, it's like
It's all
simplified
about
version.
scripts.
Yeah, because like I see like thousands of ways how this can go wrong,
Yes,
and only one way how this can go right, and that is that you can actually kill her, and that's it.
yes.
Like
Okay. Yeah, I
something.
think I made a big mistake there. I think I died.
Yeah, well, no matter if you die or not, it's not worth. Like yeah, because you're gonna just end up like your resources gonna be lower and lower. Also,
Hmm.
in my head, as I said, in my head is the pulling thing, right? If I do
Yeah.
this aggression and they somehow stun me, stun me, stun me, slow me, slow me, slow me, will I be able to pull?
No.
No, because like these creeps will
And I
gonna
and I
pass.
wasn't thinking about the pulse. That
Yeah,
was my mistake.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
I
that's
got it. I
probably.
got it.
I guess that's late in lane stage, and we can move to the next game, I guess. Or yeah,
Yes, yes. I think I got the point because I start feeding after this. I think in the lane, and I never had. I got it. I need to think more about the pool and fixing my lane and where I don't have to be like there. If I thinking that I don't have to be there, I wouldn't be there. Like
yeah,
blinking on the maiden. I think I killed her, but the Slardar killed us in that play.
yeah.
You can play it.
Every carry is like a little bit different. Every offlaner is a little bit different. But like try to
Yes,
like at least like guess. Like well, you told me by yourself, right? How this guy like is killing you. He right clicks you. That's it.
yes,
So we know that he will be able to right click you more when the lane is gonna be here probably, right? I
yes,
guess. Yeah. So that's about it, right? Like if it was yeah, okay, let's move to the next game, I guess. Like
yes. Thank you. I'm gonna send you the
yeah, look
the
at this
ID.
like yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
He was Herald, and I got owned by him.
Yeah. Because he's no matter if he's Herald one or not, he's playing the hero, right? Like the
Yeah,
that's
he's
or
playing better than me, the hero.
but like he's
He
playing
knows.
that hero. Like it's uh eh, um what I wanted to say is that like every Dota player like starts with like yeah, like no matter if he's immortal or not, like it would he cannot like be ahead before game starts. Like he can only be how to say it? Like like he's the hero. So
It's all about decisions. I think. That I made.
and when do you think you should leave? By the way, this lane, like you do, like how long do you think you should be farming here?
Well, I left the. I think after two more deaths, or like right now I'm left. I left the lane. I rotate to top, and I got killed by Ursa too.
Yeah,
So that was a pretty rough game at the beginning. I
yeah,
tried to rotate top, and the Ursa. I got killed by Ursa too.
yeah,
I sent my centaur bot, and I went up
yeah. I
to
wouldn't
try to
like
farm.
Yeah, I wouldn't like rotate to this lane unless I can, let's say, kill this tower. Or
Yes, and I died
if,
not because the Ursa. I died because of the Rubik. His Q was
yeah,
pretty.
yeah.
Did a lot of damage to
So,
me. Was
so unless like you can kill this tower, or until something extraordinary happens, like Urza not having TP and he died, or Urza TP'd bottom, something like that. Those are
hmm
only cases where I would like TP top or walk top or something like that.
I
Because
think I gave up on the lane
yeah,
and I rotate.
yeah. So once you gave up on line, I think you should be farming jungle with intentions of like farming this with intentions of farming this probably.
Okay.
I would stay here and farm this. Actually, since you're PA and you're lower farmed and there are ancients, I might consider till I have items like threats and raid band and level 6. I wouldn't be farming here because that's not enough damage to kill the ancients. I would
Yes.
try to be
Yes.
farming here. Yes.
Yes.
So
Small
and
camps.
and I would say the like cool time to do that is when you can die here no matter what. So I would say, whenever like creeps are under your tower, that's the time when I would still like stay here in this lane, let's say.
They were
Uh,
diving me.
yeah,
I think the next
I know that's
death,
true.
if you see it, he dives me
Ah,
and he knew how to not aggro the tower.
yeah, that,
He knows the trick
yeah,
to like right click me outside the tower and then join me and hit me and he killed me like that, I
I
think.
know, but you should still try in this lane, like unless Slayer has six. But
I think I try one more
you
time
should still
either. If you play it, you're gonna see it.
yeah, you should still try if you have support in here because I know that I like experience this a lot. Uh, um, so, I would still try because you can still jump on your creeps and jump on your ogre, and ogre can stun him and slow him under your tower and stuff. You should still be trying this because abandoning the lane and going like jungling too soon would escalate into slowing your game a lot. So
Yes.
I would still
Yeah.
try at least till
That's
he's
what
level
happened.
6. Okay.
I got Battle Fury like at 20 minutes or something like that,
Yeah, I
I
would
think.
go this later in that game. You are not allowed usually to go Battle Fury if you're like behind and you can still do something with this later. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Okay, and here in this replay you are which hero?
Spectre.
Okay. The good old Spectre. You practiced a lot. Let's see. So, what do you think you're gonna be up against?
Bristleback and Mirana.
Yeah, Bristleback Mirana or Bristleback AA. Probably Bristleback Mirana, very likely.
Hmm.
So yeah, the stick is very nice. It's versus Bristol, cool idea. Again, Salve. Maybe. Okay, yeah, Salve might be optional. Yeah, okay. Build is okay. I would still like the way I would do it. I still go like two tangos usually in most cases, but I a little bit see the idea that Bristol might like fully burst you and you want to regen back up. But yeah,
Yeah, I made a mistake here in the bounty run again.
oh, you're there. Oh yeah, so here again establishing. So let's establish some things. So when can you how can you die in this lane?
If the Mirana stun me.
Exactly,
Or
that's
the
the only way.
Bristleback get
But
a lot of stacks on me.
yeah, that's true. But how do you avoid lots of stacks of Bristleback?
Just
Just
running away.
just when you get lots of stacks on you, like let's say two, you just aggro the creeps and just don't like even maybe ignore one creep or something like that. Like trying to not get him that free charges. Like by aggroing and positioning and playing with him and stuff like that. That's usually how
Okay.
people just he will have no way of getting the stacks if you play properly. And again, it's a little bit simpler to get the lot of stacks of Bristleback if the lane is right here, right? So again, goal
Mhm.
should be to have lane right here, but how to say it? But it's still possible that you will not die here. It little bit still possible because you will just run away and yeah, like you might reach the tower and stuff. So
Yes.
yeah, yeah. So, you mentioned that he kills you by having lots of stacks, right? So in the river,
Yeah.
how should this be played out then?
Um, I should did a tango before go against him.
Maybe it's questionable, but what you can actually do is don't go here immediately because if you go here immediately, who's winning? In
Him.
him
Yeah.
because he gets the stacks. So why not like do
Yes.
it at the last second, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Also, that's like first thing that I would have in mind. If you want like go into details, here I would actually split it. I would actually put one hero here with intention of stealing this rune.
Okay.
They don't even have much other heroes. Like once I see A bottom, there's no way somebody's gonna be here like messing with me. Like who's gonna
Okay.
be here? Like who's gonna be here? Only
The
Mirana and
Morphling.
Bristol, right? Yes, but he needs to like play his lane and blah blah blah. Plus he doesn't deal any damage.
Okay.
Like look at this Morphling. What does he have? Nothing, right? He's literally no
Mm-hmm.
spells, right? He can only right click. So if
Yeah.
if I walk at the stairs, if you want to say this example, and and he's here and he right clicks me one time, then I back off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now he missed his block in on mid and got the rune. Okay, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
That's it. Like fuck that guy. Like he missed his block, so now my mid laner is gonna be winning because he's gonna have creeps right here. Like
Okay.
having creeps on the hill, like Morphling is not gonna get any creep. That's gonna lose him the lane completely. And he got rune.
Yes.
Congratulations. Like whatever. Like but that's
Mm-hmm.
up to us, like to decide. Oh, are we stronger than Morphling or not? Can we get the rune or not? Blah blah blah. But it's in too much detail. So the way why I would split this is because um, is Mirana alone like powerful? If she like the is when is arrow the strongest? Like if it hits somebody, when it is the strongest? If she's
It says
alone or
farther
yeah, if it's farther, yes, but if she's alone or if she has like teammates.
if she has teammates.
Teammates, exactly. So she's gonna be weaker of like hitting you here than if it
Mm-hmm.
would be two two versus two, let's say.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, and the Bristleback deals lots of damage with the longer the fight lasts. So that's how I would split it. I would put one hero here and go for this rune.
Okay. Can we see this game in player perspective?
A player perspective of yeah of this
If
game.
you can.
Okay, okay, yeah,
So okay.
yeah. So this is oh lord, yes, stun. So it's not very fun, yeah. Also, there is cool trick, by the way, of when you get into this scenario. Yes, of course, my first instinct is, what the fuck am I doing? I should run away, run away, run away. If I the rune, right? I already shouldn't be here, blah blah blah. So I'm gonna get a damage. But if we ignore this, how you can also abuse the spectral dagger is you can go through trees and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So you could have just went on the cliff and you would like um, avoid them, like you would escape them because
Yes.
they cannot do the same as you. You would go through trees.
Okay. Uh, that
Yeah,
was pretty bad. I lost
yeah,
the half too.
yeah,
I thought I will leave,
yeah.
but I couldn't.
But okay, you bought some more heal. That's cool. You could have also like bought one more branch. Let's say you had 50 gold. Why
Hmm.
not, right? It boosts
Yeah.
your damage. Do you want to buy one in this game in this lane?
Yeah.
Yes. So it consists of two branches, right? So
Hmm.
why not? Like you have one slot. Why not buy it, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Uh, okay, here again, similar example. Do you have obligation of doing something right now?
No.
No.
I should stay back
Exactly.
chilling until I
Exactly. I
can
think
last hit.
we even discussed this,
I'm
right?
getting harassed for nothing.
Yeah, we even discussed this, right? One time, I think,
Hmm.
in the coaching. So again, here there's the deny. Okay, so I understand that you want to go for it. This is too. Yeah, we didn't discuss about this, but this is not.
This is not my priority.
n-
Hmm.
Um, yeah, like once it's like past the. Let's simplify it in some way. Like, I know it's creep, but it's denied. That's first thing. So it's not that high priority. And also look at your position, right? If it's like behind enemy creeps, it's usually not good decision to do.
Yeah. Okay.
So maybe that might like tell you if it's good or bad. Like, do you see these creeps, like enemy creeps for creeps?
Yeah, they have
You're
more creeps than me, and I should be like more passive,
yeah, you're like behind
trying
your
to get
for
yes, trying
like
to get my creeps.
yeah,
Okay.
like once you're like behind the line of enemy creeps, it's usually too like overextension. Like
Okay.
like the line of melee creeps, if you're behind enemy melee creeps, you're like too far away usually.
Okay.
That's like simplified version of how to talk about this. Or I can say like creeps are attacking you. What are you doing, right? Like creeps are attacking you. Don't be there or something
Yeah.
like that.
Hmm.
Okay, again, some obligation, non-obligation, and only obligation you're gonna have is the deny, right, of French creep. But I will actually talk about this. Don't usually don't do this. The range creep is impossible to deny usually. It's
Hmm.
just you are allowed to deny creeps only if you have some protection in front of you, something like that.
Okay.
And the range creep is the last creep that is gonna always die in the lane, usually, right?
Okay.
Like it's the last creep
Hmm.
that in normal scenarios it's the last creep that is gonna die, right?
Right.
So I know that with in terms of range creeps, I know that there will not be times when I have any protection. When I have protection, there will not be those times because all my protection is already dead. Like all the
Okay.
melee creeps are already dead. My melee creeps are already dead. There's nothing to protect me, and it's always gonna happen when you see this scenario of range creep. It's always gonna happen. So that's why I usually don't go for denies as carry or deny of range creeps. I don't go for them.
Okay.
Generally speaking, it's gonna very help you. Like just never deny the range creep. Well, there's no protection. Oh, I put free camera again. I meant. Okay, here. Do we want to put it on the tower? Well, if we put it
No.
under tower, it's gonna push into them, and I have lower chance of lazeting creeps, right?
Yes. Yes.
So I don't think we should like aggro in this scenario. Like
Okay.
at least if they are not forcing me to do so. Ah, you could have got the one creep there, the second one. Okay, here again a little bit chilling. And what do you think I would do right now with the range creeps?
Mm, Q it.
Yeah, because range creeps are super important, right, to get.
Hmm.
So I would even
Yeah.
cast spells
I
for
think
them.
I did that. I think I did that.
Yeah, okay. Another thing, what like if you want to go like advanced level of play, you can also check like his right click damage, and you see he's 59, right?
Hmm.
And you have how much?
48.
Yeah, so he has more, right? So whenever he has more, I'm way more up for using spells for those range creeps. Way fucking
Okay.
more. Because if they are any good, they will always get the deny if they have higher damage than me.
Okay.
So I know that I need to cast it. But I would cast it anyways, but yeah, I need to cast it. It's just that there are two range creeps, right? So I might like consider, oh, this guy has lower HP, lower right click damage than me. Oh, then first creep I'm gonna right click, and the second creep I'm gonna Q. You know, something like that. Because
Okay.
it's like better to think it this way, like in advanced stuff, because I know right now he's alone, let's say. So I am able to right click the creep, and when the situation's gonna change and they will not like allow me to go for the second creep or whatever, if they're not gonna allow me to go for the second, I would queue it. But can you even consider this? You cannot. Why you cannot? Because he has higher damage than you. So
Yeah.
you just need to queue it immediately, let's say.
Okay.
Just then I queue and then walk forward. Here there is a small trick what you can also abuse. Sometimes I use it. I will rewind and show you.
Try to bait him.
What do you mean by baiting?
Press A, the animation, and then stop. So he think
Uh,
I'm gonna hit it.
oh no, I didn't talk about it. Just queue it immediately. Like I don't mind this. But what I wanted to mention is the second creep right now when this
Hmm.
happens. What I usually do, there is like a big issue of enemies cannot deny creeps usually if they cannot like right click that creep, right?
Yeah, so I should go aggressive against him.
Yeah, and by aggressive, what we gonna do? Well, yes, you can go.
Put myself in front of the range creep of his range creep,
Yeah, exactly.
like in
Like
an aggressive position.
yeah, and since you're Spectre, you can actually do it absolutely perfectly for the reasons of now you have the like ghost form, like you can go through any
Yeah,
units and
through
everything,
the unit.
so you can
Hmm.
literally stand inside of that creep and he will maybe have like a hard chance of denying that.
Okay, like what the thing we do with the throne,
With what?
with the throne, with the
With the throne, like standing
yeah,
inside.
like the thing we
Yes.
do at the end of the game that we get inside of the throne
Yeah.
and hit
It's
it.
same
Yeah.
scenario exactly.
Mhm.
There is. I will actually tell you another concept that you can abuse. That is that sometimes when you like be aggressive, not only like standing where the creep is and blocking his path to reach that creep, or blocking the HP of the unit so he cannot actually target it. What you can do is also go for him right now and just right click him if you want, because
Yeah,
sometimes they will go too far away that they will be all they
they won't be
will
able
all
to get back and get the creep.
exactly and get
Okay.
the right one right click. Yeah, so see, like
Hmm.
this shouldn't happen. Like
Instead of going to the creep, I should go to him
yeah, this shouldn't
and
happen. Like him denying this, like oh, I'm crying, like if it will
yeah,
happen in my game. And there's no downside, right? Like how we also you can like know that there's no downside, because how did we establish that how you're gonna die here or lose this lane? It's either arrow, right, or he's gonna long time fight you, meaning like he's gonna throw lots of W's at you.
yeah.
So do you have any W on yourself?
No,
Zero, and you're near your tower. And
yeah. He's not. They are not aggressive,
and
and
another stuff,
I'm
right?
not getting.
Yeah, another
I'm
stuff.
not getting any grip.
Yeah, and Mirana was away. That's another thing. You also have Ward upon her, so you see her. You see her arrows, everything. And also, are you in any way of some sort of direction that she can actually throw arrow? Like,
No.
there's no way. Like you're behind creeps, right?
Hmm.
So there's literally zero downsides. Plus, even if she throws arrow here, you wouldn't die. You just wouldn't. You would just walk away, easy.
Yeah.
Or you wouldn't even get damaged much. They have like yeah,
Okay.
they would need to like combo
Got
it
it.
with at least one, like two W's on you or something. Yeah, so that's why yeah, you need to go for that range creep essential. Okay, here again, what are we in in which mod here?
Yeah. Chill mod.
Chill mod, exactly.
Hmm.
Do we need to aggro? We don't have to, so we don't
No,
need to do anything.
I shouldn't be hitting my creeps.
Yeah, because do we want to like shove it into them? We don't. So
Yeah,
right
we
now you're
don't.
shoving it to them. That's first thing. And even if we wanted to shove it into them, even if this lane was that we want to shove it into them, is it worth if somebody is hitting us for that?
No.
Usually it's not. Usually it's just not like hitting creeps and not last hitting them, but only like hitting them. While every time we hit creep, somebody hits us. It's usually not
Yeah.
worth,
Yeah.
especially in like first levels. Like maybe in when you get like
So
level
that
7, you can
that's
consider
what
it.
I'm gonna work on my next game. I'm gonna try to remember about. I think I forgot that concept
Yeah,
in my last games. I think I forgot it.
yeah,
And you're right. I need to review my coaching sessions. I
yeah.
forgot this.
Yeah, here, I saw you little bit moving forward, and I was like about to say that, oh, nice, you're aggroing it, but I think you're not right clicking, you're not trying to do it, because here this is perfect scenario when you can like aggro the creeps towards you, because
Yes.
creeps are about to like die, or let's say this range creep is hitting some creep. By the way, which creep usually dies first? Like, how can I know that the which creep is gonna die right now?
The one that is getting hit by the range creep.
Yeah, so it's gonna be exactly. So that's why I would say you can just aggro it, right? They are not in that best position. You can aggro it and try to get it.
Yeah,
Otherwise, see, right now, if they were any good,
they aggro it. Hmm.
if they were any good right now, they would just both of them would right deny the creep, like right click to
Yeah,
deny the creep right now, and
and
you
too
would
far,
lose it.
and I
Yeah,
don't get I can't get it.
yeah.
Okay, that was my bad.
And they should still deny it. I don't know why they are not
Yeah,
doing. Like they literally let Shakiro right click it. That's like so sad from them that they are not like like they are not using their strengths and focusing on creeps. Again, right now you queued, but there wasn't any creep. You just queued for damage. Don't do that. It's not
no, I
working
got
well.
one. I got one grip.
Did you got one? It's
Yeah,
still I would use it
I got
only
the first
for
one.
the range creeps, but still okay. I will
Hmm.
check it.
Yeah, I got that one.
Oh, you went for the creep that was already in like super deny range that they could have denied. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Hmm.
too late. Like, yeah, I wouldn't even do it.
Yeah.
Look at the cooldown. Like, I would save it for the range creeps mainly.
Okay. Yeah.
The cooldown, the mana, it's just yeah,
Not worth it. Hmm.
yeah. Okay,
Also, what I'm looking here in this game, it's pretty hard for me to last hit uh, without the slippers.
yeah,
I don't know how you call
exactly. Yeah,
the green
yeah,
socks.
slippers. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah,
I,
I need the slippers because I noticed there and I had it on my stash and in the next game I need it because my damage is too low
yeah, and you would.
and the last hit it was pretty hard for me. I was missing a lot of creeps in this lane
Yeah,
that I wasn't missing in other games.
yeah, yeah. So sometimes people do, what they do is they like can buy at the beginning stick, it's no problem, but they buy Quelling Blade, that's true. They buy one set of tangos, but what they gonna rest fill it with is usually the damages, a damage item, and then they gonna send themselves one more set of tangos, something like that.
Okay, yeah, less regen and more damage
Yeah, you can
if
try.
I'm not against
Yeah,
a
also.
burst lane.
Also, if you didn't like miss all those creeps or didn't die and bought next self and stuff, you would have this item just sooner, right? You would already have it for this wave, let's say. Yeah,
Yeah,
you might have it for this wave.
yeah.
Uh, Also, you would have one more bounty, right? So another some sort of gold, right?
Hmm.
Um, so here, if you had full HP, would you go for the range creep here to kill the range creep?
With full HP,
Yeah.
no, I would aggro the creeps.
Yeah, but you can yeah, and you can normally aggro, but only creep that you cannot do it too is the range creep. Like enemy range creep will not get aggroed, meaning like he will get aggroed, but
Okay,
you
you mean
will
if there's no melee creeps right now in the screen and
right
I
now,
need
right now or I will like move a little bit backwards. So if you want, so here, would you go for the range creep here?
yes, yes.
Yeah, so and if
With
you
full HP, I would.
with full HP, yeah, you would exactly. So, and can you aggro the creep, the range creep?
No, the range creep I cannot
Yeah,
aggro it.
you cannot. So only way is just go forward, right? But you have some kind of
Hmm.
protection here of creeps, and it's range creep. It's so valuable that you need to get
Yeah,
it.
I can trade some
And
HP
yeah,
for
and
it.
since you wasted the Spectre dagger for melee creep, let's say, even though it's farm, but yeah, it should be for range creeps mainly.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hmm.
since you don't have any other option, you need to just walk at that creep and right click it.
Okay.
And yeah, I would do that. And only thing that would stop me is if I don't have enough HP. So if I had like 20% HP right now, I wouldn't do it, right?
Hmm.
They just can maybe kill me, like maybe
So you
damage
have
me too much.
50%, so I will do it.
Uh, Yeah, those are, yeah, I would probably do it. Well, like it's based on how they move and stuff,
And
which
also, I ate a tango and I'm killing right now.
yeah. So, but I would probably do it, even here, even
Okay.
versus super good players, I would probably do it. You
I
know,
need to focus more on the range script. I need to work on that too.
yeah. It just my point was that only thing that would stop you from not going for this creep is if you had low HP, something like that. So if you
Okay.
don't have these issues, I would just try to go for the range creep. It's just worth. Even if they hit you like 3 times, it's a range creep. It's worth.
Okay.
Plus, yeah, usually what do you think good supports do in these scenarios? When there's
What?
like range, what do you think good supports do when this scenario happens? When
They
there's like,
use their spells for secure the crypt.
yeah, they just like fight for that creep. They just try to
Hmm.
fight the enemies because they
Yeah, my
because
support is too far
yeah, he's too far away.
away, and
Like
he's
yeah,
not helping me like the Mirana is doing
yeah,
with the Bristol back.
big,
Mirana is more protective,
yeah.
and
Miran
she's
is
harassing more. Also, when she doesn't have an spell for harass me, and my Yakiro does. My Yakiro can use his E and his Q on both,
yeah, that's
and maybe we can maybe with a more aggressive play from my support using his mana like I'm doing. Maybe those two were out of the lane right now, and I would be free farming.
yeah, but I don't even
So
view
maybe
it
I can
this
tell
way.
him.
I just view it if I want to ever play like support, I know that the lane is all about creeps, and good supports know that, and they know when they should throw spells when it's like convenient. Because in worst
Okay,
case, what's gonna happen in worst case if he tries to cast spells and
you're gonna
enemy
push
will
my
not
lane.
get no, I wanted to like say when he tries, well, yeah, but when he tries to cast spells right now, an enemy will not get damaged, then you get the CS, right?
Hmm.
Because they weren't in the position when they should be damaged by spells of Jakiro. They weren't in positions. So, like, I would still, as Jakiro, like, be near the creeps right now when this situation happens because I know that the lane is all about creeps. I know that we want to get this creep, and in order to and I know that enemy, if they are not stupid, they also want to contest the creep. So, logically said, I want to be like aggressive and cast spells at that exact moment. Otherwise, fight over the creeps. It's fighting.
Okay.
But yeah, another thing what he could have done is he could have right now be stacking this, right?
Yes.
Because does he need you right
For
now?
double. Yeah, he's not doing anything. He could be stacking and pulling,
Yeah, like does
and
he
they
that
will miss a complete wave.
yeah, like do you need him right now? It's
No, I don't.
questionable. It's questionable. Like, if you had 100% HP, you don't much need him. If
I
you
have
had
a lot of regen. I have my stick. I
yeah,
don't think I can die
yeah,
here.
worst case you can aggro creeps towards you.
Yes,
That's
yes.
worst thing.
I need to have more communication with my supports. At least try.
Um,
I haven't. I've been muting all my team and just playing alone. I'm gonna try to do that. And if
mm,
they react bad,
it,
I will just mute them and continue
uh,
playing my game.
it's cool idea, but personally, I tried it, and you have just so low chance that it's gonna work out that I don't think it's worth of your like effort of paying attention to it. I think that much. At least in
Okay.
your tier, I don't think it's much. If it doesn't take any of your attentions, yes, do it. But if it takes any of your attention, that you will like miss creep or something, you will miss what you should be doing and stuff. Don't do it. Like
Yeah.
if you're missing attention of, or like if you're right now like thinking for him what he should be doing, and you're gonna miss this range creep, I hate it.
Okay.
Just like focus on your hero mainly. Like rather
Okay.
play mechanically better, slightly better than having like call of what he should be doing. I think it's just
Okay.
not worth much. Like people will,
Okay.
they have like slow reactions, they don't react to it, they might even be angry at you, whatever, like fuck that.
Okay.
And then you will be angry if they don't do it and stuff. Like it just
It's a chain. It's a chain
it's a circle
of
of like,
situations.
yes, it's like
Yeah.
circle of,
It can go. It can go well, but it can go worse. Like almost every more time. It's gonna be worse more times than it's gonna work.
close. Yeah. See, like, imagine like how you went for the range creep, right? And I told you that it's usually very, very like the main line is not go for the denies of range creep, right? Because you have no protection and stuff. It's the last creep about to die, meaning you can already think of it as there's no creep, right?
Hmm.
How imagine if these guys were any good, right? They would already take advantage of it. Do you see this arrow? Where this arrow should be thrown? Thrown.
In
What do
my
you think?
head.
Like in your fucking head, like when they see you that you want to go for the deny or whatever,
Yeah.
and you would
Yeah.
like you might die, let's say here, even though or like take billion damage. It's just yeah,
Yeah.
not die, but yeah, take billion damage. We got one creep, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, you aggroed? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, again, chilling, right? See, like you can even count like how many right clicks you got on yourself for no reason, because all creeps are high HP. You just look at the HP of creeps and you see, oh, no creep about to die. Let me a little bit fall back. In worst case, I'm ready to aggro the creep towards me. That's it. So this guy, like this Mirana, like hit you already 5 or 6 times, like for free.
Yes.
I can like rewind it for you, or
Yes.
you can watch on the YouTube. He just like killed you for
One,
free,
two,
free,
three, four,
four,
five,
and I would,
six.
yeah, and I would say
And
only,
I would get on. I could get only one or two
yeah,
hits for the
yeah,
crit
max.
max.
Like if versus bad players, I would say even zero, even zero. Like
Okay.
if you do it
Yes,
correctly,
because I'm gonna be so far that she won't
yeah,
maybe go for me,
they
and
have,
she's gonna be doing something else.
yeah, they have like so bad position when they are like
Yeah.
aggressive, and I have so good position when like these situations happen that I get even damage 0 times, no problem. But
Okay.
yeah, max 2 usually, minimum 0, and usually 0 or 1.
Yeah.
Same here. That creep could have been aggroed. Okay, this creep can be again. This is like actually a tough situation. I haven't solved it yet for myself. I haven't like looked that much into it, because right now, because it takes like 3 hits and then one right click, and it's very like difficult because now enemies can actually deny the range creeps when it's under
Hmm.
tower. Like before, it
I
wasn't
should use
possible.
my Q there. Force a
Yeah,
Q.
but it's very hard. Like I actually don't know if you should be using the Q because it's like difficult. How you gonna do that? Maybe at the absolute end. But yeah, at least you can like consider doing it.
I think I never use my Q in this
Also,
situation. I
al-
only right click.
also, also, like if Mirana wasn't here or you had high HP, I would again consider being between the creep and between him,
Hmm.
just to block him so he cannot get to that creep to deny him.
Yeah.
That would save me 100 mana. And do I value 100 mana for 2 times somebody right clicking me? Yes, I do.
Yeah. 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 It's pretty worth.
Yeah. Okay, salve up. Let's salve up because we know that we have only some number of time, right, before we have some obligation of last hitting any creep, right? Like we need to get to the lane when the creep is about to die, when some creep is about to die, right? That's our obligation as carry.
Yes.
So um, so mm, and we need to be ready. We need to be able to last hit it, like meaning. We need to get basically our resources back, right? So you have self, just use it right now. Because do we have something to do? Every time creeps meet,
No.
you just have some free time of doing whatever you want. Because there's not much obligations happening.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you should abuse those times for buying stuff, watching what's happening on the minimap, thinking what you want to do next or buy next, um, healing up,
Okay.
stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah, you need to solve. Like you need to solve. You're wasting already. If you don't solve right now, I would say you're again wasting some of the creeps or something. You
I'm
decided.
aggro creepy. I'm aggroing creeps too early.
Mm, I guess. Okay, I like that you sticked at least because you got 10 charges. So it. Do you see by the way that you already getting charges even if it's
Yes.
still so it's good thing to do. Okay, you went for the Q. You went for the range creep. Okay, now you're chilling. That's cool. But here,
Yeah, I should
Mirana is
heal there.
yeah, Mirana is far away, right? You're buying stuff. So yeah, the buying stuff is it's decent, even though you can still work on it to do it even a little bit faster. Because right now I see two creeps are already half HP, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't like waste that much time with it. Like you can waste only like 2 seconds, let's say.
Okay.
Right now you're on second number 5, I think, something like that.
Yeah, I should put it in my
Yeah,
quick stash.
that's how you're gonna be faster, actually. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Uh, Also, what you can like work on is like when you open shop to know where exactly are the tangos. Like people buy them often, so knowing where is this item, it's very valuable. As support, those items are valuable. This item, as carry, this item, maybe sometimes this item. Uh,
Yeah.
this item is also nice to know where it is. Yeah. You can also, there are different types of like how you see this layout. Also, you can put it in pinned items if you want. I don't use it, but pinned items will like you can, for example, here you can like click here and you can put your stick there, like most byte items. If you're gonna constantly play carry or constantly play Spectre,
Oh, I
you can
didn't know that. I'm gonna check that. That's a
yeah,
good
yeah. So you don't have to like search it
good
or where the
advice.
fuck is the tango? Is it here, here, here? You're not don't know, and
Yeah,
it's
that
better.
usually happens to me.
Yeah,
That's a good advice there.
yeah. Another thing, like how people do it, they just have it like immediately when they open shop. They already have like keys and they can like write the word immediately. But I wouldn't do it for yearly items that much. But some people like use it for every item. Like they just write stuff, and it
Hmm.
has some downsides such as when you're in shop and you want to yeah it has basically some downside I think, yeah, but we don't have to discuss it. It doesn't matter to you that much right now. uh,
Hmm.
s- so about this I actually wanted to mention this. So since we know there are two keys how we gonna die, we want to also have our position better. How can we or how can we negate their facts? Like right now we negated the bristleback potential of having lots of W's on us. Why? Because the lane is not here, right? It's under our tower, right? So he's very likely gonna have less chance of getting lots of W's upon us. But can we negate it some more, or can we negate the arrow of Mirana?
Yes,
How are we gonna do
staying
that?
behind the crypts.
Yeah, so you look at your position, right? Like if you look play
Yeah, I
perspective,
should be at where my Yakiro is.
or being on the left side, like top left, because Mirana is bottom right, so I can be
Yeah.
top left.
Hmm.
Also, you could have Agrot creeps if you want, but yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my fault. I never healed myself. Maybe I could stay alive if I use heal.
Yeah, that was still the issue that
I
you
could
didn't
be
solve at the
I could
beginning.
be full HP in that lane, but I didn't use my healing salve.
Yeah,
In those situations, I could.
whenever like creeps meet each other, it's just good to solve all the issues that you have with everything.
Yeah,
Solving up would be the
I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna remember that. I have to remember the shield thing and also this one,
yeah.
and
And
also the what kills me and where I want to be
yeah.
positioning in my lane. Okay.
And again, don't get overwhelmed, you know, just practice two stuff in a game max or something like that.
Hmm.
Again, like here, I think I would be standing in front of that creep just for the same reasons. I don't care that much that he right clicks
Yeah,
me right now.
I'm playing to scare.
Yeah, because like good players
He
will
cannot
like
kill me.
yeah, good players will even like maybe ignore you and just go for the deny or something. But this
Hmm.
guy will just right click you run time and you will get creep for it, something like that. Okay, you're eating your branch. I don't like it. For which reason I don't like it? What do you think? You ate
Because
your
I want the
branch.
one.
Yeah,
I
you
want
want
the
the
one.
wand and you're eating your wand right now. Yeah, there's plenty of trees, you know, you're not like mid laner that you do it need to do it immediately. Plus, what if you don't even need that amount of regen? You're not sure. Like right now, if I saw you that you're eating branch as Bristol, do you think I would press W at all right now?
No.
I probably wouldn't. Well, it depends on how much mana I have. If I had 100%, I would still do it, just because you're gonna get one charge upon yourself. But if I had low amount of mana, I wouldn't do it. Like fuck that, he's healing too much. Like I will let him regen into full, let's say. And only if he like a little bit overextends, then I of course start to like press the W's. But I wouldn't like press it randomly, you know?
Okay.
Because I know that I already made you waste 90 gold, or I don't know, 50 gold, or actually yeah, like
Yeah.
six, yeah, like yeah, 80 gold, something like that. So like I take it, you know, I already made you first 80 gold and I didn't have to even press W or anything. See, like you're full HP and you already have still like 80 something percent of tango.
I should aggro here. Yeah, I did it.
Yeah, you can do whatever right now. You're over health, over health that or over healed. It's too much healing. I would pro. Oh yeah, okay. There are bounty runes. Jackie is trying to do that. So here you have free lane, right? So again,
Yes.
after every like creep wave, you need to decide what you want to do next. Like with what's the continuation? So well, since you play Spectre, does Spectre farm jungle fast?
Yeah. With his Q.
Um, yes, but it's not super fast. Like let's say you're
Yeah,
playing Juggernaut.
it's not efficient.
Yeah, it's not efficient and stuff like that.
It's not like a Juggernaut or a
Yeah,
Magina.
yeah. So with Spectre, do you want to like? Is there some timer where you want to like go to jungle? Like, is it some? And by timer, I mean like level or item.
When I have my W with the second point or with threats.
And I would say that even if you have those, you still kind of want to stay lane. Like, it's just too slow, or how to say it.
It's not efficient.
Like in there's no time in the game where I'm thinking like, oh, after I reach this point, I should be jungling. Well, there is probably some, but actually,
If they don't get me out from the lane, I should stay all the time. I should.
yeah, yeah, something like that. So based on that, I'm thinking to myself, well, do I want to shove it into them? No, because do I want to go jungling after? No, I don't. So I just want to stay lit here. So I think your next action shouldn't be to hit creeps, even though they left your lane to get bounties right now. I don't think you should be shoving into them in this case.
Okay.
So let's see what you do. because I'm Spectre. I just know that even like if I shoved into them and I played some hero that can kill this camp, then I might consider it, right? But
Yeah.
as Spectre, after you shove this wave into them, are you strong enough and is it fast enough and everything to kill this camp? I don't think so. I don't think Spectre is built this way. It's
No,
not
no,
like
no.
yeah. So
I really feel uncomfortable when I go jungle. I don't
yeah,
like to jungle with Spectre
exactly.
unless I have a lot of mana and with drums
Yeah,
or Yacha. In those scenarios, I'm okay jungling when the lane is
yeah,
danger
yeah.
or
Like you feel it. Like you don't even have threats. It's not gonna be fast to kill this and then come back. Like
yes.
you're not gonna clear it in 15
Only with
seconds.
my Q I feel good jungling.
Yes, yes, but
And
you
I'm
know,
spending a lot of mana and I need
yeah,
to fly some clarities
yeah.
and
We don't want
yeah.
to do that here. Like we will not even have time to
And I think I
put
did it this
clarity.
game, so that's what I'm looking for with you. I'm looking for efficiency and what I could do better
So,
because the reason that we lost this game was my fault.
oh, okay.
I got a fight against the Morphling 1-on-1, and I didn't knew that matchup wasn't good for Spectre. I couldn't kill him, and I was very farm, but he killed me at the end, and we lost. That
Yeah.
was my mistake in this game, and
Okay.
that cost us the game.
I
And that's why I bring it. I bring it because I think there will be less mistakes in the laning phase, but I know there will be, and I want you to tell me,
oh
and you
yeah.
are telling me
I will
those.
move forward then and just loot so we see the rest. Like this is the last wave I'm gonna talk about, and we see
Hmm.
what gonna do if you want to move forward. What I
Yeah,
can
I
already
wanna I
say
wanna
in the
check I wanna check my farm pattern with
yeah,
Spectre
okay,
because you told me this last session. Try to play like where you were coached by me, and I've been trying
yeah. So
to remember that game.
in order to have farming, before we go into farming pattern, I just want to say Morphling and by the way, I hear myself a little bit. Um, I just want to say that Morphling and Anti-Mage and Bristleback, what do they like hate? What can you buy in order to like counter them? What do they don't like? Do they care about Radiance?
No,
They can actually like Morphling can actually steal your unit and he's gonna have Radiance effect, I think. I think it
oh, I
works
never
that way.
thought about that.
Yeah,
But you are right.
what they
I
hate?
think I went as Scotty this game. I think, and but I went first diffusal.
Yeah,
I
Diffusal.
think I
Like,
went drums,
like, like if
then diffusal or manta. I don't remember. But in a game with anti-mage, I always do diffusal.
yeah, if exactly. So anti-mage, if you burn his mana, he cannot blink away, and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's decent, and yeah, Morphling, same shit. Like he's gonna have billion HP by morphing, but without mana, he cannot cast spells, and then he needs to morph to strength because if he stays at agility and right clicks you, he's gonna die super fast. So he needs to morph to strength, and if he doesn't have any mana, yeah, he's fucked. He's just walking tanky tank.
Hmm.
He's just like offlaner. He's
Yeah.
useless. And the more he morphs
I
into
I know
strength,
this. I know this game.
the slower he is. So only way how to counter that is like let's say wand. He should buy like wand to have the mana, and then he's gonna buy the BKB versus that or something like that. Or he will.
Also, I lost a game against an anti-mage that that he carried all his team, um, and I lost because he got farmed first than me. So in this game, I was thinking I need to get items before that anti-mage and get more farm than him for team fights.
Yeah, I can show you like I had one funny game. I think it was maybe this one. Yeah, we had absolutely like retarded pigs, and it's like with the like it's like anti-mage game uh where we all had like heroes that like shove lanes, and even though enemies could have beaten us like many times, like it was just like we did our like job, let's say, or at least I did my job or something like that, and it ended up that we actually like won, and we were just shoving lanes even though we were all shoving lanes like same lanes, but um so this was like how to say it, like I wanted to point out something about anti-image but I forgot. So you can like watch it for like what you can do even if the game goes like super badly and enemies are super winning. Because I think they had even more yeah, they have even more kills and everything. Like if you look at the graph, right? You see this
Yeah,
bullshit?
they were winning.
Yeah, like ultra winning, and just at least hit creeps on the sides and you might still win, you know. But yeah, it shouldn't work out, and they should like kill our thrones. But yeah, were bad and stuff, so it worked out. Um, so what can kill you in this lane, in this game, and not in this lane, in this game? What can kill you?
Um,
Is there some lane you cannot ever go in the future?
no, the only thing that can kill me in this game is getting arrow by Mirana and with his team behind. But I don't think, and I didn't feel that anyone in that game could kill me.
Yeah, so they need to like some Rotofatos, Mirana, Arrow, something like that, right? Like to
Yeah,
catch you. So how are we gonna avoid this? How we gonna Rotofat like Arrow is
with
easy to
Manta.
dodge, right? So they need to like put you in place and then Arrow. So yeah, with Manta. There you go.
Mhm.
Somebody Rotofatos is you Manta. And you won,
Yes.
right? You escape. Can you? Yeah, they probably cannot kill you. Maybe the morph can kill you, right? Like if you
With
go
the
into its,
Ethereal Blade, he can.
yeah,
But without it, I don't think so.
yeah, and okay, and yeah, that's true in a way. Like that's true that they cannot kill you. But let's say this scenario, yeah, he doesn't have E-blade, and you guys are in same lane, Morphling, Spectre. Only you two guys, yeah, one versus one. Who can hit? Who can kill the creeps? Morph or you? What do you think?
Um,
Just 1v1. Nobody can join you guys. 1v1 on any line. It doesn't matter. Who's gonna win it? Who's gonna get the creeps?
without the spells,
Yeah.
he gonna
Well,
win them because he
not
has
without
most.
spells, like with spells,
He
but
has
with no e-blade.
well. I think I can kill them with my Desolate,
Um, um, he has just too much
but
right click. So
yeah, he's pretty fast. Yeah, you're right.
yeah,
Maybe it's gonna be a loss for me. I want.
yeah.
I don't want to farm in a lane with Morphling in front of me
Like yeah, like imagine it this way, yeah, like they are creeps, right? How you gonna kill the creeps? How are you
with my
killing
Q
them? With
only.
your Q,
With
right?
my
Like
Q
you
only.
Q and
Yeah,
then you right click, and what's Morphling gonna do?
yeah,
He just 3 times right clicks. By the time you right click one time, he right clicks 3 times, and then he
yes,
can wave even if he wants, and it's also gonna kill the creeps. So he's always gonna be the guy that kills the wave first. It's not gonna be
yeah,
that, oh, I will let the Spectre right click these creeps 6 times. No, by the time you right click creeps 6 times, he right click you 9 times. And you got damaged. And he didn't almost got damaged. He got damaged by a Spectre. So he's always gonna be the guy that like kills the creeps first. So if you
okay,
guys meet each other, he's gonna be the first, and you will be always the second. So how I think about this is that if you he still like he cannot kill you. That's true. Like with E-blade, let's say he probably without E-blade he cannot kill you. Let's say that's true, but you will be always slower than him. So he will be already free to do whatever he wants after he cleared the wave, and you will not, even though you're Spectre, so it
yes.
doesn't matter.
Also, one thing I was thinking in this game, they are faster farmers than us. Like we were a Spectre and a life stealer, and I was thinking, hey guys, we need to put pressure on them because if they farm, if we both keep AFK farming, they're gonna win.
Mm,
That's what I thought in that game.
maybe. Yeah, it's like about who has like the timings and spikes sooner and abuse them when you have it. But I don't want you to be like forced to do insane plays just because of some sort of, oh, they have they have harder carries than you guys have, and you guys need to end fast and stuff like that. I don't like this approach, even though it's in a way it's like correct. I just think about it as when you're gonna reach some of your power spike, that's the time when you might aim to do stuff. Like, don't
Okay,
think about it as, oh, I don't have any item, but I should be more aggressive. I will do this and that
and
because
I
people
think
sometimes
that's
do
what I
this.
did in this game. When I got my drums and I start to be a little bit aggressive. But we can
Okay.
see it. We can
Yeah,
see it.
okay. But yeah, but how is drums? How are drums killing them? Like that does anti-mage care about your drums? Like, is it some
No,
kind of spike? Like, what drums will do? Like, how is the like? Is it hero spike? Like, is it that you can do
no.
something with?
In
Yeah,
this game, not.
I feel the
In
same
this
way
game,
exactly.
the drums helped me kill the AA and got some sustain
Yeah, only
for
like
farming.
maybe AA. Yeah, that's about it. Like the drums will maybe help you kill AA. That's about it.
Yeah.
Like
And
nobody
that was
else.
my target in this game. I was like focusing on AA and then the Mirana. Those
Yeah,
were my targets.
okay, but when like talking about like power spikes or something like that, I'm usually thinking about like something that moves the game forward. Like, yes, power, of course it can be also like power spike
Yeah, the
in
power
lane
spike would
and
be my manta.
yeah, uh yeah,
Yeah, I
like
mean my
yeah,
diffusal. Sorry.
at least yeah, diffusers,
Yeah,
maybe, yeah, maybe,
that's
maybe
where I wanna fight.
yeah, yeah, and, well, you can, you're also hard to carry. Like with diffusal, you can do more stuff. That's true because they also have hard carries and stuff. You might zone the anti-mage and move like with your ultimate, and he will be forced to blink out. Otherwise, he will get burned mana and he will die. Stuff like that. That's true. But still, like, like just still, I would rather advise you to like constant like play your hero as he should supposed to be played. Like, is Spectre normally looking for fights immediately? I don't think so, right? She's also hard carry.
No,
So yes, that's true that you have some sort of power spike and you can in good professional matches you can abuse it, but still, like, little bit be cautious. Like you don't have to mm, ultra force it or something like that. Like, you can little bit force it, but how to say it? You shouldn't forget that you're still the carry that should be hitting creeps and stuff like that. Something like that in that sense. I don't know how to explain it better much. Like, you shouldn't switch to like Rambo mode of I will never ever hit creeps and just focus to zone them out because I have
oh no no
diffusal.
no no.
Yeah,
Yeah, I understand you.
just
And we
one
can watch
move.
again, and you're
Yeah.
gonna see I'm not like that. I think
Alright, okay, okay.
that's what I wanna
So yeah,
check.
so you're not shoving this. By the way, your intention should be to deny creeps, right? This is mistake, right?
Yeah,
First creep I see being low, below half HP. I'm denying it, denying. I'm not
yeah,
hesitating.
for the equilibrium.
I'm just, for more for the reasons of I don't want to push it into them, right? I don't want to push it into them. That's what we discussed, right? They are getting bounties,
Hmm.
but still, I don't want to push it into them. But uh, um, I want to solve the creeps versus creeps as fast as possible, right?
Yes.
But still, I don't want to push it into them. So only way how you can solve it is to deny, and then after you deny all your creeps, are you able to kill all the enemy creeps, or will it mean that you will push it into them? Like, are you getting like what I'm referring to? Like,
No, if I deny all their creeps, I will try their creeps to stay there and wait for
yes, you can
the
do that.
next
Yes,
the
you can
next
do
wave.
that. But if you if all the imagine here, yeah, if all the creeps, your creeps and enemy creeps, they would all die right now. Like,
Okay.
God Zeus would kill them all.
The lane will meet there.
Yeah, will meet there, and will it push into enemies?
No,
It will not, right?
it's gonna be static.
Exactly. So if we manage to somehow uh, erase the creeps of enemies and erase the creep of ours as fast as possible, we should do it for the
Okay.
reasons of that
So I
it's
erase
faster.
their creep and then I focus on mine. And I have three far.
But that has one issue. If you do it this way, that has one issue. It would push into them, right? If you focus first on enemy creeps.
No, on my creeps I
On
mean.
your creeps. Okay, then yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
I kill my creeps first, and then I kill theirs,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what you should be
and
doing.
I reset the lane there.
Yeah, that will.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
actually, you can think of it
I
like,
if I think the creeps gonna get a little bit farther, I can block my creeps to
yeah,
to
you can.
control the lane.
Yeah, you can also do that as bonus
Or
stuff.
if the creeps are going to my tower, I can try to stop them with me.
Yeah,
Like I put myself hitting to let them hit me.
yeah,
So I put the lane where I want.
sure. Or just hit them like, yeah, like you don't have to stop them, just to go at run at them and hit them, right? Like that would also stuck
Hmm.
them, and you don't care that one creep is hitting you right now. It's 5 minutes
Okay.
into the game. Like you don't care. On level one, I would say yes. You need to like
Yeah.
think of it more, but
Yeah, I agree.
now you don't give a shit. Like one creep is
Yeah.
hitting you. Uh, by the way, I hear myself a little bit. Um,
I
yeah,
don't know
so
why.
so you can think of it that by denying your creeps, it allows you to hit enemy creeps, something like that. Like it's faster, and yeah, it allows you to hit enemy creeps. Because only thing that stops you from hitting enemy creeps is that it's gonna push into the enemy. Yeah, and this is bad, right? You made it so
That
one
was
creep
bad.
survive. But
Hmm.
yeah, he dies anyways, but it's little bit bad, it's closer to the enemies. It's not like ultra bad, it's nothing like that, but it's little bit bad. It wasn't the fastest way how to do it, it wasn't the best way how to do it, it's a little bit closer to the enemies, yeah, but yeah. Okay, let's move forward, I will rewind to some game. So I would go different item than drums, I think, because it doesn't harm anybody. So I would go like threads, diffusal manta probably. Because drums are like, they are good at, it makes you more, like, I know that that item is kind of good, but it makes you like more powerful in lane. So by buying drums, you're telling me that you want to like stay in lane, which is probably still true. So I don't hate it that much, but it's just that it doesn't do that much versus Bristol, I think. So I would buy different items, I think.
Yeah, item.
It just
Uh,
makes you. I think now it gives still
Ayacha.
movement speed, or does it give only attack speed?
The drums?
Yeah,
Movement speed too.
attack speed. Yeah, yeah, movement speed percentage. So yeah, like the movement speed, you're not gonna like use that much, I guess. I'm a little bit, whatever. Just two buffed item that I don't super hate it, but yeah. And since you want like small items versus anti-mage, it might be okay. Okay, so here you're like F-king, but you didn't wanted to talk about this, the laning, so we will like skip that. So, okay, so let's watch this then. Okay, this is the... Oh, I clicked wrong button. Okay, I'm gonna move forward. Okay, it should be right about somewhere now, right? Okay. Okay, so you watch bottom. That's cool. That's cool that you're watching other lanes. Like I like it. You could have also checked like anti-mage's mana or something and maybe a stake. But yeah. So you ulted and do you have some teammates here? I can't tell. So this is Jakiro and Lifestealer. Okay, and I ult here. Uh, you haven't like seen that much, even though you're looking, which I like. But still, okay, you ulted. And do you know, for example, if anti-mage has blink or not?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, and that's like the little bit the problem, but it's still I don't know like, how can I talk about
I
this?
was
It
thinking
might
about
be
killing AA there.
yeah, it might be decent because of AA or is this AA or was the low
Yeah,
HP hero
AA. The low HP hero is
Mirana?
Mirana.
Yeah. Okay,
Hmm.
the AA yeah
My
she
target was AA, but I think I went from Mirana because she was pretty low.
okay. By the way, it's funny because I usually like the threats. You forgot your boots again. I think the boots should be before drums usually.
I did that because I saw some replays, pro players
Maybe.
going for drums first
Yeah,
because it could
I'm thinking
be.
about it too. Yeah, because the movement speed, right? Like it might be
Hmm.
even more recent. Like it's better
Yeah.
than just boots. You know, with boots you cannot catch him. With this you can catch him. So this might be like reasonable. Okay, okay. So let's see what's
I've
gonna
been
happen.
watching
Like
some replays. Yeah.
I don't think it's the worst. To do it because you're gonna if you're gonna kill somebody here, can you still farm on the bottom side of a map? Yes, you
No,
can.
well, I usually use my ult kill and
And
then
then you go
can
back.
get
I
back
know,
to my
but you don't
lane
have
if
to,
my
right?
lane it has farm.
Yeah,
I
but
think that what I did. That's what I did
yeah, you
in
can
this case.
decide both ways. You know, you can decide both ways because you are
Yeah,
not
also
threatened
push.
by any lane. You can
I'm not a
stay wherever
pusher.
you
I'm
want.
not a pusher.
It's just about like, do you want to farm versus anti-mage like on the same lane, or do you want to farm where the Bristleback is? You know, that's up to you to decide to know the matchups and stuff like that. You know. Uh,
Yeah,
So it's not the first ultimate, I think. You're gonna kill at least one guy. By the way, you shoot drums immediately, and this is like bad
I didn't drum there. I think.
yeah, and bad mechanical execution. Again, maybe work on it a little bit because you don't have to like walk behind him. Your aim is actually to go in front of him, right?
Hmm.
So right now, I already see you being behind him. I don't get it. Like you should be in front of him, right? Like right click him,
Yeah.
move like to block his path. Right click him, move block his path. You know, maybe consider not even spectral dagger him just so you don't have the ghost form, so you can actually block him.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's up to you. But definitely I wouldn't be like behind him. And yeah, the drum should be used sooner. But yeah, okay, you got the kill right. Anti-mage is low HP. Can you stay in this lane? Yes, you can. I wouldn't TP top right now. By the way, if you're going
I
back,
think I did it because
that
there
would be
was a life
awful.
stealer.
That would be awful. That would be
Okay.
horrible. Because only reason why they cannot kill you is if you have escape mechanic, right?
Right.
So if you go top, your only escape mechanic is maybe possible the dagger, but
And it's in cooldown.
yeah, it's on cooldown. That's first thing, but still, like, I just don't like it because once Bristleback one time forces you to spectral dagger away, now you're not farming. Like what the fuck? And it's all because you're not gonna have that TP.
Okay.
So
I
the
don't remember what I did here. I think I TP, but
yeah,
let's check.
the part where you're unkillable versus literally any lane is because you have the TP. Because all the other options, yes, you're still unkillable in a way, but you cannot farm there, or I don't know how to say it. Yeah, like so I wouldn't TP probably top. I would TP top only. Yeah, I wouldn't TP top. It's just too dangerous. Okay, I'm not saying that you're gonna die here, but it's just how to say it. Just you're not gonna farm here if Bristleback does correct stuff. That's the issue with this play. So I would be very cautious, and I would TP to top even less if I don't know, whatever. It's questionable. It's not the worst. At least like who can play versus Bristleback? Can it be somebody else? I don't think so. Like once they are not in this lane, I think it might be you. So I don't mind it that much. Just yeah, I don't mind it that much. I guess it might be actually even a good play. It might be good play because like who else can go here, right? They all will gonna lose the TP and nobody can play versus Bristol without TP except maybe Spectre. So it might be okay, you know. It's just like too much thinking for your team, kind of. It's not the worst play. Whatever. I'm not gonna talk about it a bit further, I guess. So you're shoving this and walking away. Yeah. Yeah, like in better games, what usually happens is that once you kill them bottom and TP top, you have like uh uh you have option of getting like one wave and then you need to go to jungle because they will just run at you because they know you don't have ulti, you don't have TP, and they know that they will be able to freely force you out of that place. That's why I'm very cautious to do this play because I know what's gonna happen after in better games. They're just gonna all TP
Okay.
top because they want to zone you out because they know that you don't have any escape mechanic after that. So that's usually what's happening. It was still possible because versus Bristleback you can do it, but yeah, if Bristleback was any smart, he would just dive you under tower. And you wouldn't even get much creeps of that one wave. So I don't think it was the correct play, but it's on the edge. It's on the edge. Like you would at least shove the wave, but shoving it as carry that wants to farm, it's kind of weird, you know. It's just very on the edge if you should do this play. So yeah.
So
Okay,
I
so
should went to jungle bottom.
yeah, you should just stay on lane on bottom, I think, and farm it that. I think, but maybe this TP was, yeah. Uh, that's
And who
why
will defend the tower?
yeah, that's why I'm even cautious about those ultimates because I want to like how to talk about this, like I want to always like do something useful with them with the ultimate. It's not only about killing support. It's just doing something useful. So you zone the anti-mage out, but can you kill the tower? You still cannot. So it's kind of weird play. But I don't know. I really don't know how to talk about this. It's very on the edge. I actually don't have answer. So I like on your bracket. I absolutely don't mind. Like all your plays you did. Once you cannot die, that's all I would ask for. Like in your bracket, that's all I would ask for. I don't want
Okay.
to detail is solved it that much. Like once you establish, oh, at least I cannot die. Maybe you will not be able to farm versus better players, but that's like secondary. First, let's like solve if you can die. So if you cannot die versus Bristol, even if you don't have TP and ultimate, and you know how you're gonna escape him in case he runs at you, then that's all I ask at least. Okay, so you shoved the lane and you went jungler, that's fine, that's absolutely correct, that's cool. Okay, you're coming back when the lane is to your tower. I love this, right? Who can kill you? Nobody except Arrow, right? So if we
Hmm.
position in the way that Arrow cannot hit us, we are absolutely fine playing here versus Bristol on this lane. Even though this lane is the dangerous part of the map in most cases, you are free to do so because you are just strong enough versus their heroes as your hero. You are just strong enough to do so. So I love this. You're coming back on the exact spot, exact time when the creeps went to your tower. That's like perfect. You were farming while the lane were pushing into, and now when it's into you, you are here. That's perfect. So you're farming this. You're playing on the top. You know, I noticed you're playing here, right? I love it so
Hmm.
much because you know that your only way how you're gonna die is arrow, right? So if you stand here, no way how they gonna arrow you. No way. You can like juke them. So this was perfect. This was amazing. Okay, let's move on. Okay, you go for the next wave, even though you have teams near. I don't know why they are here. I hate it so much that they are here. But even though they are here, you decided to take this creep wave again. I don't know
Yes,
how.
I'm thinking greedy, and then
It's not greedy.
it's
Um,
like my farm, and I'm gonna take it.
yeah. It's again like questionable what you should be deciding for because you're playing on correct part of the map and you're like doing correct stuff but your teammates are fucking up and now it's about like deciding, well, do I give them this creep wave in order so we don't split the farm and I will farm like less farm in jungle, or do I kill this wave and hope that they will run away, which they will probably not.
Hmm.
I would still I would probably also steal it. I would just think to myself, I'm playing on correct part of the map. You should fuck off. Can you fuck off? Yes, you can fuck off. So please fuck off. And if he starts to hit creeps, since I'm already here, I would probably finish it off. But yeah, I would finish it off. Like it's not your fault. There's like one saying that once he doesn't go away, uh, um, to in order to not split farm, whoever can go away should go away. And Viper can also play on this part of the map. So even if you decided to give him that wave and when jungling earlier, I wouldn't mind it. I would still think it's correct play
Okay.
because Viper can still play on this part of the map. He plays like similar. He just wants to be in some part of the map when uh, because he's also like untouchable, and he also likes to even play. I think even versus Bristleback. He doesn't mind. So
Okay.
he's like a wall. He's very similar to Spectre. Like in this sense that he can like defend one tower, like nobody can touch him or whatever. So him playing here is like also fine, but since you were already here, I don't get why he's here. But yeah, so you're back to jungling. It's fine. I would go with intention of like be farming mid. You ulted for this, okay? Okay, you know that you're not tower hitter, but can you hit the tower? We have drums and this is low HP. Yes, you can, but your teammates are doing it. Can they do it without you? What do you think? That's
Yeah,
always
I
what I
think they
ask.
can.
If you think they can, then your play is correct. But if you think they can't, you should be near them probably and help them to kill it.
I think I went back.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't
So
remember.
let's buy more clarities, right? After we killed him, we should
Yeah, I think we
first
did.
yeah, we should first establish like where to go next. After we establish that, while we are working that, we should buy one more TP and buy clarities and select the next item we want to buy. Okay. So you want to walk top. So you want to farm on the top part of the map. I'm fine with
Hmm.
that. It's the more aggressive part of the map for you guys. And can you farm it? Yes, you can because nobody threatens you. So I'm fine that you're walking back top in this particular case.
Yeah, say that I thought to go back, and then I didn't go with them.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't like this that much. Again, it's same. Like, it's just that you're getting maybe two creeps. What I would rather
Hmm.
love is just save this TP. Like, even if you're not feeling threatened, it's just so valuable. Like, what if they suddenly put 5 heroes in this lane? Like, wouldn't you be like happy to like TP bottom sometimes and just farm here for free and maybe get this tower and farm here? Wouldn't it be? Sometimes it's just mm, yeah. So what I would do is like while I'm walking here, maybe I get this one camp. Maybe then after I get this one cap, I'm walking here and going for this lane creeps,
Okay,
something like that.
so yeah, think more about tipping my safe
Yeah,
lane.
yeah.
Hmm.
Like even if you get two creeps,
It's not
uh,
worth
mm, well,
because they won't hit the tower, and
it
it's only two creeps, and I can get jungle too.
yeah, it puts you like on weird spot because now you're telling me that you want to be here for 80 seconds.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
No matter what happens, you want to be here for 80 seconds. So it's kind of awkward. It's not like
Yeah.
the it's not the worst because I know that you cannot die. Even without a TP, you
Also, the enemy
kinda
knows
cannot
I
die.
don't have them, and I don't have TP, I don't have ulti, and now they can kill me,
Yeah, now
or
like
they can slow
anybody
me.
on other lanes are like safe to kill people
Yeah,
because you
to
cannot
gank,
join and
because
stuff.
I cannot show. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's not that
That
it
was bad.
matters that much. Like a Spectre, like that they can now kill your teammates because usually like Spectre, how he's gonna help? Like you TP and then you Q slow him a little bit, yes. But
Okay.
if you were different carry then with my matter more or having some items and stuff. Spectre it doesn't matter that much, I think. But yeah, it's still something. Yeah, I would be a little bit more
Okay.
cautious with my TPs. Like you want to farm here 80 seconds. Maybe.
Okay.
Like in most games, usually the answer is no, and this is garbage. But in this game, particular, I think it's not that bad. I think it's like not the worst thing because
Okay.
you're not unkillable. So I don't mind it that much. But usually it's not this case, and and you are killable, and you're just TP'd somewhere where when they will force you to walk away. Because all it takes is one hero that would threaten you, but they don't have any. So yeah, that's why I might say that it's the okay play to TP here. But yeah, I would still like, you know, worst case you're gonna lose two creeps like for TP, like for so valuable mobile spell item. Okay, you're farming here. Oh, you could have queued this, like queue this towards this camp. Like the small camp towards this camp.
Mhm.
You're TP. Where are you tipping? Oh, I don't like it at all. This TP is bad. Um, you're tipping to base to heal up.
Mid, mid.
You're tipping mid.
I saw mid free and I TP mid.
I wouldn't do it, just because what if some enemy hero is here? You'll half HP, right? So somebody
Mhm.
else should do it. You should at least before you TP, at least ping it for somebody else to take it. I know that
Okay.
you're carry and stuff, but just based on your HP, I would say somebody else might take it. Because what if
Okay.
somebody else is here and he threatens you just because you have low HP? Then like you would die for free. So you would
Mhm.
need to know everybody's position, especially like the Mirana of where he is, Mirana and Morph, to TP here.
Mhm.
Because what if they are
Yeah, and
here?
I didn't see the morph. I
Yeah,
didn't see the morph. So maybe it's bad TP
yeah.
because I didn't see the morph.
It's,
Yeah.
I see, like, in better games you might have died here,
Yeah.
again. For the reasons of HPs. It's just that are you strong enough to not die here if you TP? Meaning like more like are you strong enough to take this one wave without dying or being forced to walk away without taking that wave? If yes, then yeah, you might consider TPing there.
Okay.
But since you had solo HP, I would be very very cautious about this TP. I would rather tell somebody else to take it. What if, What if they have something on you? Okay, I like this item. By the way, when you TP'd there and then went for the jungle camp, while I'm walking to the jungle camp, I would probably send self for myself.
I think I'm bringing it
Yeah, but
right now.
this is already too late because it needs to happen when you're tipping here. You can already send self if you want, but
Okay.
and the goal is after you take this wave, then you go here, right, as you did. But here is gonna be your courier, and you're gonna be already salving right here
Okay.
already,
Okay.
because that's the when you meet your courier, and that would escalate into you being able to go here, because right now
Okay.
you are not allowed to go here.
Mhm.
Is it because of
Because I'm
heroes?
killable.
No, because of your HP.
Yeah.
That's it. And little bit you are allowed to go here because Bristol is dead, so they still probably not gonna kill you. But and you have little bit of ward here, but still, like, like, why are you giving yourself like hard decisions? stuff on the
Yeah,
edge, you know, just one salve would solve it. Like if you
yeah,
did it immediately. Right now you need to like think, oh, am I strong enough to be here? And what if it is one hero here? It's not even about killing you. You don't even have to calculate killing you. If one hero is here, then you will not get this wave. And you will lose creeps. It's not
yes.
about killing you. It's just about
I
you not
I
being
could
able to get
be
the
hitting
creeps.
another other creeps
Well,
safer.
yeah, they will like zone you out. Like
Mm-hmm.
they will say, oh, if you come any closer to this creep and right click him and last hit him, I'm gonna burst you. Do you want
Yeah.
to raise? Do you want to take this burst? And if you say
Nope.
yes, okay, here is burst for you. If you go for the second creep, I'm gonna burst you and you're gonna die. Are you gonna do that? Of course not, right? And now you're not farming, and it's all because just this one self. It's not
Yeah.
for it's not you don't ever have to calculate if you can get die or whatever. You just calculate, can you get this wave? Or somebody can force you to not get this wave, you know. See here, like imagine if you were full HP, this creep is yours, the other creep might maybe also be yours. But since you have this HP, look where you're positioning yourself. And you're positioning yourself like correctly, that you should be like scared of him just because of your HP. Like if you were full HP,
Mm-hmm.
would you go for this creep if you were full HP?
Yes.
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 Like how he can kill you? He cannot. Like what the fuck, right? You would go for it.
Mm-hmm.
But see, missed creep, you know, missed creep just because of self. Now you have the stuff. That's nice. I think you're wasting time here. Like let him push it into you again. Because can you kill him
Nope.
solo? Solo you cannot.
No.
Do you need to be here? I don't think so. Just let him
Nope.
push it into. Just farm jungle while he's pushing it into. Because you don't want to like trade right clicks with him 1v1.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
That's what we discussed, like the laning. Like I hit him few times without diffusal. I don't want to right click him. He burns my mana, and I burn a little bit of his HP. Like,
Yes.
that's it.
Okay.
Plus the creep wave will meet here, right? So again,
Yeah.
like it's in like
I'm gonna lose the wave.
dangerous spot of like people bursting you for free. No
Mm-hmm.
reason to do that. Plus we and I even discussed this scenario when with imagination in my head that you are full HP. If you are not full HP, I don't even think about this shit. I immediately go here. Like I don't even think about if I should go forward or not. Like if I have low HP. If I have
Okay.
low HP, it's just like he kills me. Like fuck that. I'm jungling. So now we're doing correct stuff. Cool. I would probably still put Quelling Blade instead of Blade of Alacrity. I think it helps you farm faster.
Okay.
I think it's more decent, but yeah, it's up to you. Okay, he's pushing back into you, right? So, by the way, I
Mm-hmm.
will watch player's perspective and see if you looked at what he's doing. He's probably pushing as anti-mages do, but still, it's nice to look, like especially if enemies that you play against, if they are new, it's good habit to have even more, because that way you're gonna know if you should come back to the lane or not, and it's also
Okay.
good habit to have, because some cases it's very clear if he's shoving into, if he should be shoving into or not, but some games it's unclear and it can go either way, and if you don't look at the lane, you will be under tower for no reasons, for 15 seconds for no reason. So let's see if you looked at him. Yeah, you didn't look at him, right? So maybe you see that he's pushing, but yeah. Like I
Yeah, I'm
like to
watching the
like,
minimap, not looking at him.
yeah, but maybe it's like it might be nice one glimpse to him. You don't have to if you know that he's pushing, but my point was you need to know that he's pushing. Otherwise,
Okay.
you could have maybe farmed one more camp and stuff like that. It's just nice
Okay.
habit to have. There will be like scenarios when it's gonna be very useful. Like in this case, it was probably very obvious that he's gonna push it into it. He's anti-mage, like he wants fun. Okay, so you ulted again like randomly, kind of? Like they have Mirana
No,
ult and you just...
I saw the anti mage, the AA.
Yeah, but he's
I
full
never.
HP and they have like Mirana ult and stuff. It was kind of like, you know, again... eh. It's on the edges, like some, you know, it has this so long cooldown and just taking it support, like taking support for that, and maybe not even that because they still have Mirana ult, you know.
In that game, what I was thinking is I only can kill the AA with
I
my
know.
ult. So
Uh,
anytime I have my ult and I see him, I'm gonna try to kill him
yeah,
because the other heroes I couldn't.
I don't know. I
And
don't
the
know.
other way was like waiting for a good team fight,
Yeah,
and in the meantime farm
yeah, but
or secure a kill.
there's actually one more scenario when you can kill people, and that is when an anti-mage blinks, right? If he blinks, you can actually even hit him and kill him. Like,
Okay.
so
I
if
was thinking about that when you asked me earlier
yeah,
about if I saw in the first fight if I saw him blink. So I was thinking that of that scenario too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You made me think about it when you asked me.
yeah, like yeah, something like you can think of it maybe like passive. It's sometimes like good to have it as threat, like not using it, but have it as threat. Because if you don't have, if Spectre doesn't have ulti, do you think that enemies like can play like differently sometimes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I
because
don't have ulti, so they are
e-
more aggressive right now.
exactly, exactly. So
Even with one support
s-
less,
so just by having it, you're forcing enemies to play differently. But by
yeah,
not
more
having it,
defensive. Yeah, you're
you're not
right.
forcing them.
Mhm.
So what you did right now is you only got few gold of support. You killed support, and since this has like 160 cooldown, it's awkward, you know. It's like sometimes you should. It's like Enigma. If Enigma black hole support, do you think it's good?
No,
Yeah, and I feel the similar way with Spectre. Be
okay,
cautious about this.
okay, I got you.
By the way, I'm not saying like it's a huge, like ultra
Mistake. Yeah, I
huge.
know.
You know, I'm just saying.
Mhm.
Okay, you should.
The when the game goes farther or deeper in time, it's gonna be my ult. It's gonna be more important.
Yeah, of course. Like with items, your ulti becomes stronger and stronger. So I,
Hmm.
by the way, I like your all like I already see like the I think it's improvement in my opinion. Because before I saw you constantly like you shoved it in and then for example you continued and then you died or whatever. But I like that you like went for like you shoved this in and then you immediately went to jungle. I love it. Like that's good,
Okay,
good.
so there's some improvement.
Yeah, I think maybe
Okay.
this. Yeah, with this.
Yeah, I feel threat by Morphlin there, so I didn't went mid. That's why I went
So you're
to
rotating
jungle.
to bottom because you don't
Hmm.
have to play with on where Viper is, right? So
Yes,
you can play on the other side, no problem.
and I think that I didn't wait for jungle. I went bottom. I went through bottom in that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it's fine.
I walk bottom. I
It's
think I was able to farm the hardest part of the map because I felt strong in that game.
yeah. I wouldn't go straight forward to there because I know the counterplay is that enemies
I think
they
I did the jungle. I think I did the jungle first.
but
Yeah.
yeah, but what you're doing right now is you're going like straight path, like right, like this. I would maybe
Hmm.
consider to do it like this, but
Okay.
also it's very. This game is kind of weird because usually what happens is that enemies like occupy one lane and you guys can occupy it only two
Two.
lanes. Usually like
Okay.
that. And this is weird because you guys have one guy on the sideline and then you will have second guy also on the sideline. But I think in this particular game, I think it's possible and it's actually good
Because
play.
I'm a Spectre.
Yeah, I might be wrong,
And
but
my
yeah,
ult is
yeah,
getting in
yeah, but
cooldown in 20 seconds.
it's more about that you're unkillable in a way.
Hmm.
Uh, maybe you are not maybe you are not unkillable because they might have a lot of attacks and you still don't have the manta because you went for the drums and stuff.
Yes,
But that's the
yes.
only thing I can like think of. And then apart from one more thing, which is uh, which is
Um,
yeah, it's a
yo,
rare scenario. It's so weird, but yeah, I think
I
it's
need I
not the
need
worst.
to I need to end the session right now
Okay.
because I have someone waiting for me outside here. So I think we made a lot of the points that I want to you to
Yeah.
check.
Do you have like 5 more minutes, or you need to go immediately?
I need to go immediately.
Okay, okay.
Someone is waiting for me. He's gonna uh, cut my hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think you're playing right now on correct part of the map. Yeah, this is reasonable.
Yeah, we win a lot of fights. We took Russian there, I think, after that fight. I remember. But
Yeah,
then I did a mistake and cost us the game.
yeah.
So
Maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I don't think you're playing like bad with the like where you should be playing, where you should be hitting and stuff. Maybe at the last end that you like joined the team even though you had ultimate. That was a little bit weird. I would maybe shove the top first, but yeah. Okay, so
mhm.
good luck with your. You said hair cutting.
Yes.
Okay, it's gonna be on YouTube, so you can rewatch it. I'm gonna stop the
Thank you very
recording.
much, man. It was a very long session and a good session, and I really appreciate your help.